This is Mary at the.meri.atelier, and this is Friday, June the 21st, 2019, and I'm ready to do some art. So I usually, on Fridays, while I'm waiting for folks to come in, I usually work in my angel book. So I'm going to set this over here. We got a few folks coming in, waiting for me to begin. And oh my, I'm doing reverse collage in this angel book. I'm getting a lot of pages. I'm doing every page reverse collage in gold. And then I'm going to come back and make stained glass windows out of it using die cuts like this. And I will be using some spray glue to glue these down, and I'll have more than one. I'll have one here, one there. In the corners, I'll have different shapes. These are come from Tim Holtz. So, hi Mina, hi Susan, Joan, hi Mitzi. Welcome, ladies. I thought I would work on this page tonight. It doesn't take long to do this. Boy, it's hot in Nebraska. I have the fan going in the background. We haven't turned on the air conditioner yet. Oh, dear. I have a squirt. That tastes good. Hi, Sharon. I got your package, Sharon. I'm going to open it tonight. Hi, Holly. Hi, Suzanne. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Kathy O'Neill. Welcome. Kathy usually picks in and says hello, and then I think she listens the rest of the evening or listens until she's ready to move on. But I always notice you at the beginning of my Friday chats, Kathy. Kathy's a wonderful artist. Kathy O'Neill. Kathy O'Neill. Joan. Hi, Joan. Okay, well, let's just get busy and do this. Doesn't take long. Did you see my announcement in the community tab? I know Mina did because she commented, bless her heart. I decided that after my stream tonight, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to close out my stream, and then I'm going to do another marathon. Yeah, I just have so many projects. I want to get mail out next week. And I just have a lot of projects going. And I have the energy. I took a nap this afternoon. So I went to a garage sale today. And then I came home and I took a nap. So I think I can make it through the night. I learned my lesson from last week. I will be doing them in 3.5, 4-hour segments. So I might work on a couple projects and close out my stream and start another segment. I want to work on Dee Dee's Hobby Lobby Challenge. And I got tags that I want to finish. I've got June art journal. I want to start getting my July art journal done. I mean, I could work all weekend and still not have all my projects done. Hi, Aunt Beck. Welcome, welcome. Let me get back to my live chat here. Aunt Beck, she went to Walmart and got some more trading card sheets to start saving for 30 dozen ATCs. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Well, you know what I pulled out? I'm still kind of sorting. I sorted some stuff. When I went shopping the other day, I got some of those Sterilite, not the big deep ones, but maybe 6-inch deep and 2 feet wide to keep projects and stuff in, because I get them so scattered around. But I have all these ATCs that I did that I was going to do my doodle prompts on, and I think I'm going to use them for. It's hot in here. I got to pull them apart, but I've got plenty of ATCs So I might make more postcards. I'm not sure what I'll do with your dirty dozens. Maybe some more 3x3s. I'm enjoying doing those. I may line up a whole bunch of envelopes across my desk and do dirty dozen envelopes. That might be fun to do. Dirty dozen envelopes, envelope art. Let me finish this and then I'll look at chat. But I've been working on the tags. I'll show the tags. I'm not going to show them in my live stream here. I'm going to work on them when I do my... And I'm not holding you guys to staying up that late. If you can't stay up and watch, I'm just going to... I figure I'm going to be arting, so I might as well stream it. And it'll be there for you to watch tomorrow morning. Or tomorrow or whenever. So I just figure I might as well just be filming it, and then whoever wants to watch it whenever they can. And when I do long streams like that, I don't expect everybody to watch every little minute. That's unrealistic. So use that slider bar, watch a few minutes, go find out what I'm doing, and then slide this timer bar down a little and see my progress on it. So that's what I do when I watch other people's really long streams. I don't have my 4 hours to watch a big long stream myself. So, and a lot of times when you stream like that, you're doing things like what I'm doing now. It's just painting a background. I mean, this isn't earth-shaking stuff. It's just stuff you want to get done. And my camera's filming it as I go here. And the same way when I review my chat, I don't listen to 4 hours of my video when I'm reviewing my chat. I probably still miss some things, but I'll move my timer bar maybe a half an hour in, and then, or until I, don't miss any scroll, and then I'll go back and I'll catch up on all the chat. I'll read the chat, and then I'll move the timer bar ahead another 20 minutes or so. And I'm running out of pages to swish stuff on. Whoa! Guess I gotta go way to the back, huh? I don't have much left on this page, on this brush. Okay. So let's just put this aside for a bit. Ew. If the brush didn't catch it, maybe the finger will. Get it where I don't want it. Alrighty. Let's put this aside and let it dry. So I'm going to go back to my regular stream tonight where I'm doing art. I'll do my doodle game. I'll do the trivia game, and I got a fun little story to tell you tonight. There. Okay, let's see what's going on in chat. Hi, Laura. Me too, Becky, but this is for my first grandbaby, so I bought 8 skeins just for him. Aw, I'll bet you're knitting or crocheting. Becky, you should go to the Fiber Festival in October. They call it SAFF Online. What are we talking about? Hi, River City. Hi, Dorinda. And Beck says, I got to start using up this yarn and get it made into projects. You know what, Aunt Beck? I saw about 6 or 7 skeins of red yarn, and it was for $1 a skein, and it looked brand new, but I just could not buy it. I couldn't buy it. I said, I've been buying yarn lately. I need to do something with it, so I left it on the table at the garage sale. So I'm learning to be a little bit more selective in things that I bring home, but hi, Journey. Welcome. And Holly's in the house, and Laura's here. Susan says, Aunt Beth, my mom made the coolest slippers from baby size to adult. She put a double bottom on them, and they were squishy, and everybody wanted them. Hi, Card Chick. Laura said she finished crocheting a baby blanket today. And Becca's Dirty Dozen is what I call my prompt sessions on Wednesday nights, as we do 12 prompts. And we have so much fun in them. Hi, Azure. Welcome, welcome. Dorinda's in the house. Journey, Curly, Diana, and Josie. Welcome, everybody. And Beck said she paid 50 cents for 2 balls of sock yarn and found a crochet pattern. Oh, cool. Is Mary making a Dirty Dozen pics? I'm working on tags from the Dirty Dozen. Aunt Beck says she started a pair of socks for herself. She's using thrifted sock yarn. Hi, Sherry. Welcome, welcome. Affirmation cards. I noticed that, what's her name? Can't remember her name right offhand. Is doing some affirmations. Hi, Card Chick. Josie, right? Is Card Chick Josie? I hope. Oh, dear. Sherry's here. And Beck says she's planning to swap a full sheet of ATCs like a pocket letter at the beginning of August. See, I'm going to be working on getting mailing out next week. I really want to get caught up on my mailing so I can start joining some of these real cool swaps. Mina and Nitsy. And Beck says you went to Walmart and got some trading card sheets. All right, I'm up with you there. Journey says she has to go with a budget. Susan says she's trying to find a pattern for the slippers. Lori Marie, yes. Thank you, Sherry. It was Lori Marie Jenkins. I watch all these channels and then I forget who they are. Hi, Christy. Welcome, welcome. Danny's in the house. Hi, Danny. Welcome. All right. So I think I'll show you what I got at the garage sale today. I didn't get too much. I did not get too much. I only went for about an hour. And to tell you the truth, they didn't have a lot that appealed to me, but this book did. This is a big old book. It cost me $3, but that's probably about what it would cost me at the Goodwill. I'll pull up the price tag. But it's all about tapestries. Let's see if I can't get it in here a little bit. Let me move my camera. This way? No, this way. This way. This way. This way. That's as far as it'll go. The other way. The other way, Mary. The other way. There. I'll move my phone a little. Move this over a little. It's a pretty big book. Great tapestries. And, of course, it has beautiful pictures in it. Of course, there's a lot of text here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. Property of the Templin Library Committee. I don't know where Templin is. I don't think it's in Nebraska. This is all, and I'll probably just enjoy it for a while before I do anything out of it. It's got a lot of information at the top, at the front. Now we're starting with the color plates here, which are really beautiful. Sometimes I don't buy books to cut up. I buy them because I enjoy them. Look at that. Isn't that cool? The 9 Heroes. King Arthur. It's 9 feet. Oh, there's King Arthur here. This is a blow-up of that. 9 Hero sequence. Now in the cloisters in New York. Wow. Wow, that's cool. So you could get inspired by this. And these pictures these pictures are not printed on the page. These two are color plates that have been attached. See, they got, this has been attached. So some of them are printed and some of them, I can feel those pages that this one's not printed on the page. It's attached in there. Isn't that interesting? Wow, I love the colors of these. And I could really get inspired with some doodle art from some of these. I could, maybe some doodle art sneaking here in the borders. I'd have to snap a picture of it and enlarge it. Ooh, look at that one. Wow. I'm getting a good look at this. I saw it there and I said, oh, I don't know. And I left it and then I came back. I didn't find much else I wanted. So I said, I'm going to get it. These black and white ones are cool. The story of St. Peter. The Chatsworth Hunts. So it's not strictly religious. It got like King Arthur's not religious. This is the Song of the World, the Great Menace. Right here. He looks like a menace. Let's see, where is he? He's right in here, and then they blew it up over here. I guess this is more modern art in here. Wow, how cool is this book? And then they stamp stuff on it. Property of the Templin Library Committee. Wow. Very cool. At the dove here. See, that dove is real small down in there, and they blew it up over here. Wow. Yeah, I'll enjoy this book for a while. I love the illuminated borders. All right. So I got that for $3 at the garage sale. Let's see what you guys are saying to me. Those would be good to transfer. Yes, they would. Thank you, Azure. Yeah, it's a cool book, isn't it? Kathy Whitney's in the house, and Danny's here, and Sharon, and hi, Jacqueline. Jacqueline's in here. And Beck says, hi to all that have come in. She's got her fingers working with yarn. Good for you, Aunt Beck. You just crochet away. Yay, I got Card Chick's name right, Josie. See, it usually takes me a few mistakes. I think of Carol, but because Card Chick Carol, but I learned it was Josie, so. Christy says hello to everyone. All right, so what else did I get? Not much. Not much. I got some, let me put this down because it's kind of heavy. Let me get my June journal out. I got some stamps. I got 2 stamps. This one cost me $1, but it says who, what, where, when, and why. RVSP, please. I don't need the RVSP, but I like that for the Society of Idea Collectors. Who, what, when, where, why. I think I'm going to, is this upside down? Probably, or maybe I just don't have anything done in here yet. Let me get out my other segment here. I'm going to combine. I got 3 of these for June, and there's no way I'm going to get all 3 of these done for June. So I'm going to use some of these for July. Here I was playing with this and this one, I think. We did our trivia here from June 7th. I'll do my trivia in here. And let's see. I'm going to find a page to stamp off on. This came from Journey. Journey's Happy Mail. I was playing with doing some sketches in there. Playing with my alcohol ink, seeing how that black would spray. Oh, there's my one of my stencils. I'll be looking for that. And I got a page. This came from Danny Coleman envelope there. And this one came from Canada. I think this came from Karen Sallows. She used to come to my chats all the time. I haven't seen her for a while. I'm going to do the who, what, when, where, why stamp right in here. And let's do it in... Oh, dear me. Let's do it with this stays on because I inked that with the archival stuff. Let's see how this stamps off. Ooh. Do I have the plastic off? I do. I don't see much ink on it. Let's try it. Now, it's kind of light, but that could be my ink pad too. It may just need to be, and then it's got RVSP, please. I don't really want that on there. So I think I'm going to cut that off. Yeah, there it goes. Let me get my knife out. Let me just cut this off. I know you can put these in the microwave. I'm hoping I can just get this little part off. I put it in the microwave, I'll peel the whole thing off. I don't want the whole thing. I just want the RVSP off. There we go. Now I'll save that for something. Maybe an invitation to something. My 90th birthday party. There we go. Who, what, when, where, why. Who, what, where, when, why. We need how and what if and whenever and why not. All right. So that one's a keeper. And then I got this. This one cost me $4, which I thought I could have gotten the same thing on sale at Hobby Lobby, but oh well, it was there. So I'm just going to stamp a portion of it. Let's see, maybe here to here, just in there. This part. And all it says is thank you. All it says is thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I suppose that would make a good background for a card, a thank you card. And it's got little daisy flowers in between it. And this isn't the best surface to stamp off on, but oh, there we go. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now let's do some more here. So those were the 3 things I got at the garage sale today. Wasn't a big deal. Oh, I bought a couple tops. I spent $10. And then the other day, when I went to Goodwill, when I went up to Hobby Lobby that day, and went to Goodwill, and I got that big bag of stamps. I got these. The star stamp was in there. And I paid, I think, $4 for the bag, maybe $5. I kind of like, this is a Stampin' Up stamp. Ooh, I like that. I'll put some stars on here. Oops. I mean, $4 for a bag of stamps is not a bad deal, or $5 even. Then the reason I got that bag of stamps was because of this stamp. This reminds me of a lady who's doing urban sketching. Let's see, I'm going to put her over here, I think. I think she is cool school. We'll put her right there. Mary was supposed to go urban sketching in June. I got caught up in completing all these projects, and I want to finish them up. Oops, she didn't stamp so well there. Let's find another page to stamp her off on. This is slick. Here, maybe in here. Hopefully she'll stamp off good. There she goes. Ooh, I like her. Those would be neat to do on, just put a touch of color and make note cards. Ooh, I like that. That would be nice in a journal, too. I like that stamp a lot. Okay, and then somebody in one of my streams, in one of my morning streams, said glue this little plastic piece down. So we did. I think I used glossy accents on it, so it will keep that ink from drying out too much. Okay, so that's kind of the extent of my. Oh, you know what else I wanted to try though? I got from what Lynn J gave me a gift certificate, and I got these. I wanted to get something that would be durable. And by the way, Becky, if you're in here, I planted my hydrangea this evening. I'm sure glad I didn't plant it the other day because we had storms last night, high winds. And sure enough, if I would have planted that hydrangea, a big old tree limb would have fallen on it. I planted it on the east side of our house, right under our front porch, on the end where those hostas are. Only at the end of the hostas. So I like to get something like this with that gift certificate that's durable, that I'll use and use and use and use. And so I picked these Tim Holtz stamps, which I'm very happy to get. Let me get out I'm just going to use this. Shall I use a different color? Let's use this brown. I'm not sure how. Yeah, I guess it's pretty inky. Let's just pull this out. Come on, Mary. Get with it here. Well, it hung on to it. It's sticky. It's hot in here. It's hot in here. We'll just ink this whole thing up here. One at a time, though. This will make good background stamp. I'm not sure how juicy my ink pad is here. I've had this for quite a while. I need to refresh it. I'll put this right in here. This is the ledger stamp. Ooh, I love it. Let's do the other one. And I don't do the stamp cleaner thing. I probably should, but I don't. So they get used. I generally don't pass my stamps on. I don't have enough to pass on to somebody else. I'll put that one in there. Oh, I'm going to enjoy these. These would be nice on ATCs. These would be fun. Put in as a background and put an image in there. I might do that. Wow. So that came from Lynn J. Thank you, Lynn J. And I also got a bee stencil. Now, Aunt Beck, I got one of these bee stencils for you. It's going to go in that package that I'm going to be sending to you. Hopefully it'll go out next week. And Barb, if you're in here, Barb Fillion, I got I went to the library and got the scan done. Ooh, I don't see a place to open this. I don't see a place to open this. It's not one of those flip open things. You're going to have to cut it. So I can get my snow globe envelope sent to Barb. Yeah. Those scissors have taken so much abuse. I don't know if you can sharpen Tim Holtz scissors with those serrated edges. I guess this one could be. So let's do the bee stencil here. And shall I just do it with my finger with the stamp? With the let's just mess it up. Oops. And I don't know if Beth Schuler is in here, but she was watching me do bees in my Dirty Dozen, and she said, Mary, bees have 4 wings. And I was only putting 2 on mine. But here's the thing. I read about bees because I've seen pictures of bees with only 2 wings. There we go. It probably could be a little bit better, but I'm not using a sponge. I'm just using my fingers. And as I read the information, it said bees have 4 wings, but when they fly, they flap open to only 2 wings. So my bees were flying, Beth, on my Dirty Dozen. They're all covered up now anyway, but so I have an excuse for my bee with 2 wings. Let's do this wing a little better here. Of course, I'm just using my finger with the ink here, getting my hands all dirty. There we go. That's good enough for a test. And of course, this is mine because I've got it all dirty, but I got another one I'm sending to you, Aunt Beth. And if you use a sponge and paint, it'll be much better. I just use my finger there. Whee! How fun was that? So that's kind of my haul for this week. Not much money. A big sack of stamps for $5. This was with the gift certificate, and the text stamp with the gift certificate, and this was $4. And that book was $3, and I bought a couple tops. So there we go. That was fun. Hi, Ray. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Giovanna. Welcome, welcome. Everybody's saying hello to each other. Holly says, Anne, you should also check out the sisters' channels, Aunt Bex, Lisa My Eclectic Life, and Tanya McGuire, and Beth Schuler. Thank you, Holly. Thank you, Holly, for taking care of that. Yay for my mods. Aunt Beck says, hello, everyone. She's working on a crocheted sock. Yeah, the bee, once you get a sponge in there and get paint in there, that's going to be pretty cool. You can't see it too well now because I just used my finger, but it's a pretty cool bee. It's a big bee. There's Barb. Barb, I got the scan done of your snow globe, so I'm going to envelope along with those other items and mailing them off to you. Giovanna, everybody's coming in. Colorful Life, so new at all this. So watching stamping is great. Well, that wasn't the best stenciling there, but this was fun to do. And I was just testing out my stamps here to see, more of testing than anything. So, moving on. This looks like the journal I'm going to work out of tonight with my doodle game. And I should put this. This was a stamp that I carved for Becky, and I think or for Beth, a cat. And this was the final one up here, the final imprint right here, number 3. So I got that, thinking about sending that off to her next week. I'm going to be working on completing some projects in my marathon tonight. After I do the stream tonight, after we do the stream, I'm going to close everything down and then open a marathon. I'm going to do it in like 3.5 hour segments. So I got some happy mail to open. This one I knew was coming. This came from Sharon Lombard. And she gifted me that wonderful transparent acrylics last week. And then she thought about this. And then so she sent me another package. And there's some of these airbrush fine liners with the tip on them. I was complaining because I bought some of these, and yours are even larger than mine. I bought some of these smaller ones at Hobby Lobby just to test them, and I liked them. So I went to get more, and there were no more on the shelf. So they're either out of them or they're not going to stock them anymore. But look at the size of these. Oh, these are fun. I'm going to like these. She sent me 2. She sent me a water brush. Oh, and that does have a, look at that. Now that's a Pentel. She said she had one that had the natural bristles. I've never seen one of those. Sharon Lombard, if you're in here, thank you so much. I can't wait to try that. I cannot wait to try this because this will be real. And I'll try it tonight. I'm going to, my first segment, I think I'm going to work with Dee Dee's Hobby Lobby challenge, and she sent me watercolors. And I'm going to use this brush on those. And then she sent me, I have to get me a little box to put these in. 4, 6. Thank you for these. She has a note here. Hi, Mary. These are the little bottles and the water brush. I don't know when or how I got it, but I didn't care for it as the bristles were too soft for how I watercolor. I hope you like it better than me. This is the first time that I've seen a watercolor brush with something other than nylon bristles. This is a watercolor brush with, well, I've got my brush in the water here now. With the bristle, you know, like these. These are not those stiff nylon. They're synthetic bristle. They're not natural hair, but most of the watercolor brushes have those white nylon bristles, and I've been wanting one like this, and I can't find them. Now, this is a Pentel, so bless your heart, Sharon. I'll be looking for these now, even if I have to look online. I might do something different with the cap. I don't like how it squeezes I can't get all the bristles inside of it. Come on. Get in there. There we go. And then she sent me some more of these. I got more in here. Thank you, Sharon. That's all. There's 8, 9 of them. Bless her heart. I'll be using those too. Yeah. I was complaining about my fine line applicators. I swear. I filled my water brush and left it in my water spritzer and left it in the other room. I've got to put these. Maybe I'll just put them back in the package for now. Thank you, Sharon. bless your heart. You're going to get some happy mail from me. So I'll put these in a box. Keep them in their own little world. This will go in my journal. I'm just going to put it right in here. Okay, now the other happy mail I got is heavy. And this came from, well, I'm not going to tell you because she said you really don't have to say who it came from. So I'm thinking she wants to be kind of anonymous. I know who it came from. So I'm going to go ahead and open it. I don't know what's in here. But bless her heart. Bless her heart. I don't have to go to garage sales. I should be really using a knife to do this. Keeping my fingers out of the way so you guys don't get freaked out by my utility knife here. And let's just kind of cut it down this way. Yeah. There we go. Let's see what was sent to me here. Some packing paper. I like to fold this up. And use it in my art journal. Make good texture papers. That'll probably go in my TJJJ box. And I guess that's all. That's good. I'll just set that down there. Let's see what's in here. Oh, some bags. She sent me some bags. Oh, wow. Look at these. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Some bags. Some ruffled, ooh, this is pretty. It's ruffled fabric. Wow. And some more here. This looks like it was done on the machine. Yay. I'll be using all this. I don't know what for yet, but it'll get used. Oh, look at this. She sent me some eyelash yarn. Isn't that pretty? Oh, and it's got the little bow ties in there. I don't know if you can see them or not. Thank you. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, wow. I like that. And a little journal, Over the River and Through. It's a book by illustrated by Mary Engelbright. This little holiday book belongs to Over the River and Through the Woods. Oh, there's a holiday mood in the air. It's all Mary Engelbright. Aw. I like that. And What Cats Teach Us, a full daily calendar for 2019. Wow. Look at this. And it hasn't even been opened. Look at this. Well, we're going to change that. You can send something to this and not expect me to open it. Check it out. What kitty cats teach us. That orange cat that I did a little story about yesterday. Tonight it walked in the house again. I made it go out. Look, we're in May, June, July, June the 29th, 28th. Today's the 21st, isn't it? 26, 14, 17. Let's see what it's teaching us today. 25th, 24th, right here. I'm extraordinarily patient, provided I get my own way in the end. That sounds true. I'm going to tear this off right here. Yes, I am. I'm going to keep my calendar out. Ooh, that's for, maybe I'll put that in my journal. Maybe I'll use that in my journals for, maybe I'll do all of June in my June journal. Maybe I'll go back and put these in my other journals for the rest of the year. That'll be a project maybe I can work on later tonight or in another marathon. So, okay. So what else is in this big box? There's a note. I'm going to pull the note out because I'm not sure. I'm going to cover up her name just to keep it private. It says, Mary, I hope this note and box find you well. Enclosed is some stuff that I have picked up here and there. Some I made or put together. Do with it whatever you like. Thanks for streaming and keeping me company. Oh, thank you so much. That'll go in my journal. I like to put those things in my journal as I get them. Look at, oh, looky here. Some stickers. Oh, these look like 4th of July sparkles. Oh, wow. Rub-on transfer sheets. Pebbles. Oh, this will be good for my July. I'll keep that out. This is just a, that'll go in the journal. Oh, look at the note paper. It's piano music and a pencil, a lead pencil. Wow. Oh, I like that. And here is a, thank you. This is for my transparent art journal. I'll be using that. I love those type of things. Look what she's done. Here's a Tim Holtz ideology. These are baseboard salvaged. She got these on clearance, thank goodness. Six pieces and four pieces each. Public school cards, but I don't know what the back is. It looks like a book. Baseboards, printed baseboards used as a project base or a structure. Oh, I see. There's 2 large ones and 2 large ones and 2 small ones. It looks like. I can't see unless I open it up. But this is a report card, and I'm not sure what the back one is. Now I'm curious. Let's just open it up and look, Mary. Whee! Oh, wow. Oh, these are nice. These will make nice journal covers. I think that's probably what they're meant for. They call them baseboards, and this looks like a cigar box. Oh, this will be nice for a journal. And in fact, I was thinking, well, I might use this later tonight. We'll keep this out. I was thinking what I was going to do later tonight. Oh, and she sent me some envelopes. I'll be using these. These have windows in them. These are security envelopes for the, oh, these are cool ones. These have a woven, oh, I was going to stencil on them. Now I'm going to use them in my Totally Junk journal because I don't have any with that pattern. Wow, neat pattern. It's a woven pattern. Wow, cool. Thank you so much for these. And then these are just window envelopes. Here's some smaller envelopes. Hot stuff cards. Cool, hot stuff. Jalapenos on lime. And Jen, this box is packed. This box is, oh, some little golden books. Oh, bless her heart. Because I got that little kitty one that I didn't want to work in. Now, I noticed Tanya, when in her sale last night, said that they weren't publishing the little golden books anymore, but I do think they are. I think they are. I think they just changed companies. I think they are still being, I could be wrong. Western Publishing Company, now this says Racine, Wisconsin, but I also know that when I worked down in St. Louis, I worked for Western Publishing Company. And we didn't do the artwork stuff. That's probably this comes from. But we did the text portions. Wow. Oh, these are nice. Something like this one, I'm not so much into Big Bird. And it's got some, this I might, Tanya and Lisa are talking about possibly doing a little golden book, like Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse and those I won't be touching. I like those. These two I could probably alter. They were talking about possibly doing a little golden book altered project. They haven't decided yet. So if they do, I have it. And if they don't, I have it anyway. So, oh, and look, here's some little crocheted hearts. Oh, little circle and little hearts. Those will go in my journal. And here's some Merry Christmas stickers or rub-ons. They're rub-ons. And she really packed this. What's this? It's in bubble wrap. Let's snip it open here. Bubble wrap for the Pick 10s, the big kind. Some paper clay molds, painted black and rubbed with wax with different color. I wasn't successful with my glue gun. There's also some little white, looks like little houses. I'm not sure, puzzle pieces. There's a little white package of puzzle pieces. These paper clay molds she sent in here. Oh, look at them. Oh, those are cool. Wow. She obviously took great care to send those. So I need to be careful. And here's a Renoir. Oh, she knows I love Impressionism. Oh, and look, some doilies stuck in there. Oh, look at that. And some butterflies. Oh, wow. And these are shiny purple. When the light shines on them, they're kind of a lavender purple color. Oh, and some papers here. These look like washi tape strips. 2 of them. And they're for the 4th of July. Those are very much the 4th of July. And here's some text paper in here. What else is in this book? Wow, look at this book. Now, here's another book that I probably right now will not do anything with. I probably will enjoy it because I've got a lot of ultra books going. Am I at the end? I'm at the end. Well, no, one more thing in here. 2 more things. Oh, some tags. Oh, look at those. I'm making sure I got everything. No, there's still another thing in here. Oh, what's this? Wow. I got to open it all. Just lots of goodies that you guys send me. Oh, it's wallpaper. Look, it's gold. And watering cans and bowls and gold. And oh, look at this. Well, this is wonderful. Oh, wow. Wow, these are nice. Thank you so much. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Thank you. I think that's the end of it. But my goodness, I just kept going and going and going here. I don't need to go to no more garage sales or thrift stores. Look at these tags. Aren't these wonderful? These will go in my art journal. Wow. So let's see. I want to keep some of these things out. The tags. These will go in my the envelopes will go in my TJJ for the security. These I might work with tonight. Put that over there. Transparent box, the note cards. 4th of July, I think I'll keep those out. My kitty cat and the notes, the calendar. And I'm going to put the other ones in there. Oh, well, and I'm going to keep out the yarn. Wow, thank you so much. Just look how I've been blessed. Let's keep those little crochet pieces out. Let's put these in here. Man, I feel like I've won a contest. I'll keep the book out. That'll go over with the books that I'm enjoying. And the wallpaper will probably get used in my July or August. I haven't decided. What a nice happy mail. Now, I'm not going to mention the name because I'm not sure she wants me to, but what a blessing. What a blessing. Let's start out by, let's do the kitty for June the 21st here. Yeah, let's see. Well, if we do one a day, I should have pulled out those others. 1, 2. I think I'm going to go way to the back here. See, this is Happy Mail. Here I've been playing with those. I think I'll put this right here because this will remind me. I might have to tip in some pages here for the other calendar pages. Let's just tack this down. I'm extraordinarily patient provided I get my own way in the end. Well, I can't say that. I want my own way and I want it now. How many of us are like that? Skip this extraordinarily patient stuff. I need to catch up with chat here in a minute. I've been oohing and ahhing over all my happy mail. Let's see. I think I'll put this right up in here. And this came from, now, this came from Sharon. I think I'm going to put it over here, and I'm just going to tack it in. I think I'll staple this in. I don't think Sharon will mind if her name shows, because she comes in as Sharon, so. And then that way I'll have a reminder of what was sent to me. And these, I want to put these in my journal, but I'm not sure. This was just a white, well, that was a skip-in page. I think I was using it to experiment with. I'll leave that there. What else do I have here? Let's see. I want to put a piece of tape over her name. Just to keep it there. I'll do that here, so I'll get two of them on here. Now I'll just staple this one. And I'll keep this out, and probably sometime tonight I'll do this one. Do that every day. That'll get me into my journal. And I'm saving this for July. This will go in my transparent keepings. And this, I think I'm going to work on this tonight, later tonight, using this. This will go in the transparent part. And the eyelash yarn will go, I don't know, I think this will make beautiful tag ties. Beautiful. You know, that almost will go with that book that I did. I might do that Blizzard book journal. That would go beautiful with the Blizzard journal. We'll keep that out. Little crocheted pieces. I want to put them in, but I don't want to put them in tonight. So I'm going to put them right over here. There we go. This is just, and this will go in July. All right. Woo! Let's catch up with some chat. I'm going to put my calendar over here. Does this have a, yes, it does. I can open it up and stand it up here. We're ready for Saturday and Sunday. Whoops. Does it come open? You heard that, didn't you? There. Let's get my stapler put back. It's not mine. It has to be kept in a certain spot. Where am I going to put these? I'll have to decide where I'm going to put these. All right, let's just keep those out over there. I'll decide that later. Let's look at chat. I've been in my mailbox. Look at you guys. Welcome to everybody who's come in here. Oh my goodness, you guys have been chatting away. I'm way behind. Hi, Janet. Holly, I really need to find my book again. It's somewhere in a safe place. You know Dee Dee? Holly, you don't have to be a Dee Dee. You just be a Holly. We like a Holly. Dee Dee is Dee Dee. You be Holly. You do beautiful art, Holly. You do beautiful art. Look at what you post on Facebook and my mouth drops open. Hi, Beth Schuler. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Adam from UK. Chat is flying by. Holly's asking you, Adam, if you like art. This is an art chat. Let's see. Let me scroll back. Perfect eyelash yarn for the Blizzard book. Yes, it is, Giovanna. Holly says, I think what I've done so far looks cool. I'll bet it does. Hi, Janice. Welcome. What does the June 22, 23 page say? We'll read it to you. It says, the greatest gift of life is friendship, and I have received it. Now, that is a perfect page for all this happy mail I got, isn't it? That could go right here on this happy mail page, right here. Let's just put it in now. We'll put it in now. We'll just put it in now because it goes right here with this happy mail. Let me get my, well, let's do, I don't want to reach over there and get my stapler again. Let's just tack it in here. The greatest gift of life is friendship, and I have received it. I certainly received the happy mail. Boy. Let's see. I guess I can kind of squeeze this. Well, I'll put it right here. Even if it gets onto that a little. That's okay. And then this goes with that. I'll be using that later. Whee! All right. So that answered that question. Janice, welcome. I'm reading about what Holly's doing here. Holly, I'm planning on putting at least one cat in every scene in my Abandoned Places book. What a cool idea. What a really cool idea, Holly. Wow. And hey, that reminds me. When I got happy mail from, I want to call her Darla. Why can't I remember these things? I got happy mail, and did I put it in here? I got that card. I don't want to call her the wrong name. But anyway, she said, I think I want to call her Denise, but I don't think it's Denise. I cannot remember who I opened happy mail from yesterday. Isn't that horrible? My head's spinning. But she said she should be the librarian of Phibbsville. And so that reminds me, we're going to start getting some occupations in Phibbsville. So we start thinking, we got a librarian. So if you want to be a storekeeper or a veterinarian or what, we're going to start getting occupations. So let's see. You was here earlier and then life happened, Janet said. Yeah, life happens, doesn't it? One cat each day with one saying, Ellie. Hi, Ellie K. And Josie's here, and Mitzi says, now are you ready for the marathon, Beth? Yes, I'm going to do a marathon tonight, just right after my stream, just because I have so much to do. I worked on some stuff this afternoon, and I still had stuff to do, and I took a nap, and I said, I'm going to do a marathon. Now, you're welcome to, I'm going to be doing it in segments. I'll do my chat as usual. And you're welcome to stay, but I don't expect you to stay all night. You know, I know people need to sleep, but I need to art. And as long as I'm arting, I thought I would just stream it. And you can go to sleep and you wake up in the morning. And because I put my videos in short segments, then hopefully it'll be there when you come in the morning if you want to watch it. I just noticed that wasn't too, that masking tape is kind of transparent. We'll just put that there for now. I don't think anybody saw that. I just noticed it. Let's see. Whoops. Said hello to Giovanna. Susan's in the house. Kathy's here. Wasn't that a wonderful book? Hi, Lucia, if you're still in here. Lucia McGill. I was thinking about you today, too. I want to unload that little hobby cart that you gave me and load it up with things like my paintbrushes and things I use that I kind of shove here and shove there. And so I can pull it right up to my desk. Beth is in the house. Giovanna, Lucia. That was an oh wow moment, Mary. Yeah, it was. Beautiful what tags and wallpaper. Wasn't that the neatest? You guys are so good to me. All right. So I think we'll just flip some more pages and do my doodle challenge here. This is where I was stamping off. Let's see. What if I do my doodles here and here? That would probably be enough. Where is that paper that I'm using for here? We might want to put it under here first. Yeah, I think this will be okay. All right, I need to get my pens, and I think I will use these big ones tonight. These are so neat. I got them at Walmart. There's 60 of them in there. And I love how that case opens up. It opens up. I have to figure it out now. It opens here and here. I haven't used these since the last time I opened them up in here. And then they open here and here. I'm gonna start using them. No sense in buying them if you don't use them, and they're Pen Plus gear. I think I worked out that they cost about $30. I mean $30, 30 cents a piece in a big case like this. And I love how this case opens up. Where did that come from? Here? Where did that come from? I guess it came from in here. Cool case of pens. So, and when I do the doodle game, I don't expect you to keep up. I don't say, okay, are you ready to go or anything like that. I just go grab the doodles, and that's what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go get the doodles. And I just draw them on here. Let me get there. And then we'll do the trivia game tonight. Where's my doodle games? 18. Okay. So I copy and I put it on my community tab. So if you want to go look at it, because I know you aren't going to be able to see it on my, if for anybody who's following along, or if you just want to go look, let me get out of here. Let me go to my community tab. There are links to all the images that I'm using in my doodle game. And this is to the Metropolitan Museum of Art, and it's to their public domain collection. So I'm just going to post it here. So the first one, and while I'm doing the doodles, if you ask me something while I'm working on this, I'm not able to see it. So I probably won't respond until after I've finished this doodle game. Whoops, that's my, there we go. The first link here is to the public domain library if you want to do your own search. And the second link is to, come on, it's opening up. Ooh, it's to this one. And it looks like, I thought I would do that kind of a, Irish, what did they call that? Woven Irish design. Ha! I want to say cloison, but that may not be right. That's more an enamel piece. Then there's some others down here that would be neat to do. And this one is kind of fun. So there's several on here. So I'm just going to pick out one and start doodling it. And I'm going to write doodle. This is Doodle Game 18. And it's really Doodle Challenge, I think. I'll start calling it Doodle Challenge. And I try to keep these going fairly fast so we don't spend hours on this. And today is 6/21/19. Ooh. Oh, that's that charm. What does that charm go to? That's a bee charm. That come in Happy Mail. That came with a tag that Journey sent me. Ooh, that's neat. I'll put it underneath there. All right, let me zoom in a little so that you guys can see what I'm doing. So, plus, down, 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 there. And I'll have to move it as I work on it here. But let's do this one. And gosh, where do I start? I think I'll start on the inside. You can click on it's the second link on that if you can get to my community tab. I'm going to work on this one here. So I'm going to start on the inside of it. So I'm going to start down a little and maybe in a little. And just draw a black band. It looks like it has some white dots in it. So I'm just going to draw some white dots. Just like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a doodle. And then it's got bands on the outside of it. Like that. Oops. That's a little, should be more white in there. And then it's got a square in the center. So I'm going to kind of put a black square in there. Now, actually, this goes underneath of this one, and it's part of the one that curves around this way and around that way. But I have to have a place to start. So here and here, and this one comes down this way a little bit more. And then this one comes this way. And it goes over, this one goes over that one and under this one, if that makes any sense to anybody. And it has a black band in the center and some white dots. And I'm just kind of getting them in there with this pen. Like that. And again, I'm not watching chat, so if you're asking me anything, save it until I get done with this doodle game. Now there's a white band up here. Let's see, this comes around like this, but there's another band that comes in here. And it actually goes over this band. So it kind of comes there, and it just has a line. And it comes out this way. And this is the one that curves here. So it kind of has a curve here. This is all black. And then this comes around like that. Well, maybe even a little better, but, and it has a black band in it that has little dots. The dots you can't see very well on here, so if they don't show up very well on mine, I'm not going to worry either. And in fact, I think I'll just put them in black and go back in and put white dots on it. And it comes down here, black. And here again, I'm just emphasizing that it is a doodle. There's a little bit of a dark area here. And this white band gets repeated down here. Let's see, it comes over here. Yeah, like that. And then there's this comes around this way, sort of. And this is all in black. And it comes around this way. That's part of this one here. And it's got, actually, this should be white here. But that's the way it is when you're just doing it for the first time. And this is a black band in there. And it has, these have white dots in them. And I'll go back in and put white dots in them. And then this has a line going that way, and a line going that way, and it comes off into here, like that. And there's one that comes this way, and this way, and this one comes around like that. It has kind of black in there. And this has a line going through. And this one comes over, around, like that. And that black line gets extended around like that. And it has white dots in it. Now, I know that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but once you draw them out, draw one out and then refine it later. Now there's a white band that comes over this and has a line. And there's a black area in here. And let's see. That comes a little bit more in because that comes around like that. I messed this one up a little. There's a black band in here. And then there's this area black in there. And then this white band comes this way. Like that. This actually is bigger here. This one got a little messed up on that side. And then there's a line in there. And you can see in here, it starts another one over here. So there's another one kind of coming off over there. And over in here. So, yeah. And to tell you the truth, this is more even, like this should come way out here. These are nice and even here, like a square. Mine should be bigger here. It should be coming way out this way. So for these to be even in here. But it's a doodle. It's a doodle. It's a seeing, I think I flipped it. Yeah, there, it goes clear across. Let me flip it again here. It goes clear across the page. Look, see those bands, those white bands here? They really form big X's across, big X's like that. And this should be, I messed this corner up. This should be a lot even with this corner should be even. Yeah, what am I doing here? On it here. This corner should be even with this corner, and mine is way down here. So it's kind of messed up, but I'm not going to worry about it for the first time. It's a doodle. Let's go and do another one. No, let's put in the white dots. I feel like putting in the white dots. Let me put my knife away. You got to talk yourself through it a couple times before you get them perfect, if you want perfection. If you want perfection, that's my black. Here's white. Let's put some white in. Maybe I can clarify it with the white a little bit more. Let's put some white in here. Come on. White dots. And let's put white in here. And white dots here. And these are white dots. And these are. And here. And these are white. And white in here. And I don't know how good I'm doing that with my fine line paint applicator, but, and this is white. And this is white. And then this in here is white. We'll just kind of paint all that in. Think doodle. Don't think perfection here. If you want perfection, you have to do it 20 million times. Yeah, it's a little hard for me to do that curve there. And this is in white. Here. There, that's a little better. Yeah, get it all colored in here, just scribbled in white in here. Kind of helps you clarify the pieces in there. Okay, there's number one. My big mistake was this corner, but I'm not unhappy with it. I'm not unhappy with it. Let me put the cap back on this. There we go. Okay, let's go to another one. I usually do 5 of these. I don't know if I'll get all 5 done. Let's do this the same photograph, the same second link on my, if you're following on my community tab. I'm going to do this figure 8 kind of. Let's do 2 of them, maybe. So we'll start with this right in here. Let's see. Let's start with, that's as far as I can get it open. Let me set it where here. Can you guys see that? Yeah. I'm going to start right here. So I'm going to start down in here. And I'm just going to draw this. That's this part right there. Right here. And it's white with black dots. I'll put in some dots. And then underneath of it is one that comes, well, there's one that comes up this way, and it does the figure 8 thing here. So it comes around like that, and around like that, and like that. And then this one comes down and under it like that. And it comes up, 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 up. This got a little skinny in there. And it comes down. This one comes around like that. This one comes down. And this is in black here. This is in black. This is all black in here. There's dots in here. Because I'm putting more dots than it has. This is all in black. This is all in black. And this one comes down this way, and then this one comes down and around. This one comes up. This one comes over. This one comes up over it like that. This one comes up that way like that. And that goes under this one. Kind of messing that up in there. Like that. This is all in black. Here again, these are the first times I've been doing this. So if I did this over and over and over again, Tanya's saying something. Let's see what she's saying. Read your chat. Read my chat. I say when I do these doodle games that I don't watch chat. Let's see what's going on. What's going on? She can't see us either. She won't read chat until the doodles are done. I was the only Kendra in my town. Mary, Suzanne says. She can't see chat. She's on her phone. Mary, you're out of frame. I'm in frame here. Oh, I'm not in frame there. Okay. All right. Thank you. Yeah, I get into it here. Let me go back and thank you, Tanya. Let's see. Mary, you're out of frame. Good. You didn't want to see that anyway. Whoops, let me move it. Here. Let's see. There. Oh dear. Yeah. There we go. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I get involved in what I'm doing. Let's see. I need to go back to my design now. I'm on my phone watching the design here, not watching what I'm doing over here. Now I have to, my camera's going to be kind of off of the, let's see if I can't move that a little here. This way? This way? There. All right. So I'm working on these loopies here. And I just about have this one done. I was going to do 2 of them, but I think I'm only going to do 1. This is not a hard one to figure out. And here again, these are just doodles. But the point of doing this is to go look at public domain art and look at what people have done in the past. Some of the things they've done, just, it's interesting. And then you can do little doodles, get some ideas off of what they've done, and you can expand on all of this. Of course, mine are just more or less tests and trials in here. Not meaning it to be perfect at all. See if I can put a little white in there I don't know, this white's getting kind of scratchy, but Mary, you're out of frame. We can't see a darn thing you're doing. She can't hear us. She can't see us. Finally, I noticed Tanya sent me a message, and I'm going, but I don't read messages during my chat. I don't read comments during my chat, I mean during my, oh, you know what I'm saying. I guess maybe I should go back and take another nap. Just wait till I'm up all night. I don't know if that other video ever processed to where you guys could see the first part of that. I don't think you can go longer than 12 hours in a stream. I think that's what happened there. I'm just kind of scribbling in this white. I might just do 3 tonight. I might just do 3. I don't like to spend all night on these things. But the point is you can go out and look at different things out in the public domain library. Like, I really like that Metropolitan Museum of Art. I love their public domain library because, we get to see things. I get to see things there that I would never get to see in person, and even their regular collections. I'd never get to see that in person. And I really appreciate them doing all of that. I love my libraries. I love my museums. There's so much to see. All right. So we're just going to call that done. I'm going to let's check out my other. There's a lot more you could pull off of this picture. There's one there. There's one there. There's some really neat things in there. That looks like a Hawaiian quilt design there. There's one there. There's a lot of neat things. Let's go back and look at the, let's go back and look at another one here. Pair of earplugs ornamented with figures, and let's see what this is. I guess these are earplugs. Okay, that's what it says, a pair of earplugs. I don't know if I'd like to wear those as earplugs, but I really love that centerpiece there, that design like that. Let's do that one. Whoops, what happened to it? There it is. What's going on there? Come on. What happened to it? Pair of earplugs. There. We'll just leave it there. That one won't be hard to do if I can do it over here. Stayed in frame, Mary. There, and maybe right in here. Starting here. And I'm just going to do the center star thing. Like, it comes up this way and curves this way. Comes this way. And, well, something like that. Like that, maybe. Like that. Like that. I always mess up on one, don't I? One corner, I never quite get it right. And then it has a flower shape coming in like this. It's kind of pretty. Let's shape this up a little more. Like that. And then the center actually has a center in there, sort of like that. Now, because I'm into this, let's grab some paint. Let's grab some of my gold. I don't know how much it'll show up on here, though. Let's go back with the white here. If I can just get some out of the cap. I'll stick with the white. Yeah, it's too wet. Hold it a minute. Yeah. Just playing. Just playing. I should be using my markers. Now, I don't know why. I went to the white paint and I'm having fun with it. I guess I'm doodling with paint tonight. But there's nothing saying you have to. Yeah. There's nothing saying you have to use markers. You ready? Yeah. I'm getting toward the end of this paint bottle. If I can't get some more paint down in the cap there. I don't know if that did it or not. Nope, it didn't. Just ignore me. And there's actually black lines. Yeah, I want some paint out here. This will be my last one. I should be doing this in my marathon. Let's put these in here. Just having fun. Now that doesn't look like anything like what's on here. Well, it looks something like it, but I've drawn inspiration from it. That's the point, sort of. Now I got that white point, that white paint. Let's play with the white paint that I got on here. Let's just use it up. Let's see. I'm not ready to quit yet, I guess. Just painting in the negative spaces here. Doesn't even have to be perfect, just getting white in there. There we go. I'm going to call that done. Let's zoom out a little here. Let's zoom out a little. There. Oops, it might need to go up a little. Here we go. That's my doodle challenge for, this is a challenge. I wish I would have brought that up a little. I want to put more black lines in there, but I've got wet paint. I'm happy with it in the end. In the end, I'm happy with it. It's just a doodle challenge. It's a time to play, and that's what your art journals are all about, is playing. Go and grab some pictures and get some inspiration and play in your art journal. I didn't even use my markers. I got them all out and didn't use them. How about that? Well, let's close them up again then. Use black and white. Got out all my colored markers. I'll use them another time. All right. Are you guys ready for a trivia game? Susan says, I would not hire anyone with plugs in their ears. I wouldn't either, Susan. Kids don't think about future employment these days. They sew the hole closed and cut off the excess ear skin flap. Oh my goodness, Holly. You have to be 18 to have those things done. 18 is still a kid, Laura says. Yes, trivia. What are you guys talking about? It would take a good plastic surgeon to fix holes that large. Janice says, when kids start doing the African things with plates in their lips and stretching their necks with collars, then worry. Yeah. I don't know about all that stuff. That sounds a little scary to me. All right, I think there just might be a few blotches here. Let me just kind of test this out. I think most of it is dry because it's so hot in here. It's a little damp, but, well, I might need to hit it with the heat gun a little. Heat gun alert. If I can find it. Heat gun alert. That was kind of fun. I like this page after I painted in the negative space. Oops, am I down? What did I do here? Yeah. Are you guys ready for some art trivia? Let's go do our trivia game. Let's find a good page. We can do trivia here. Well, we actually need... I like to put my trivia in one of these. Let's put it in one of these. I like to put my trivia in a composition book. These are lists. Art trivia. And lists and trivia in Fibsville. And trivia. All right. Are you ready for some trivia? Get my pen out, put my fine liner away. Janice says, I can handle all the outside jewelry. The tongue piercing grosses me out. It would me too, Janice. Hi, Sherry B. Welcome. And thank you guys for putting up with me when I went into my own world. I think I need to zoom out one more here. Well, I'm going to be writing. Maybe I'll leave it like that while I'm writing. All right. So let's get to my art trivia game. We only did two. I only had 2 links there, I guess. No, I had 3. We might go do some more doodles off of those links. But okay, I want to go to my trivia. I got it all ready. Of course, I can't pronounce any of these words. So, art trivia. Let's start here. Art trivia. And the object of this is I give you the right answer and you give me very close but wrong answers. And this is 621:19. I give you the word. The word is AMPHORISCOS. Amphoriscus or something like that. Amphoriscus. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. So you have to give me some wrong answers, and I give you the right answer. Is a small jar with 2 handles. You know, it's kind of like, it looks kind of like that. A small jar with 2 handles used for perfume or toilet oil in the Roman and pre-Roman times. In Roman and pre-Roman. All right, so let's see what you guys are saying for wrong answers. Let's see what you guys are saying. Mary, read my comment above, Allie K says. Let's see, what is Allie K saying to me? Those things are not earplugs for quieting sound. Oh. Okay. A pair of earplugs ornamented with figurines and inlaid stones. Eastern Japanese period, Indonesia. Gold earring with glass head. Whoops. Oh, it went out on me. Well, Allie K, fill us in. It is just for jewelry then? Is that what you're saying? It's just for looks? It's not for quieting sound. It's to decorate your ears with? They stink too, Suzanne says. Okay, let's go back to my trivia game. The ability to hear someone's thoughts. Oh, ability. Is that what the earplugs are, or the amphibia? Thank you, Janice. Janet, thank you for doing that. Looks like we're getting hit by trolls tonight. Thank you to all my mods for keeping this stream clean. Leave for a minute, Barb says, and chat goes crazy. A pro-risk daredevil, Evil Knievel. A pro-risk daredevil. Oh, because you got the word risk. Daredevil. I-E, evil. Knievel. K-N. I can't spell it either. The disc go in your earlobes. Oh, like here's your ear and they go here and they elongate the ear. Is that what you're saying? Like here's the ear here. They don't go inside of the ear. They go down here. So they're really not plug. Well, they're probably called plugs, but they're more of an ear ring or an ear decorative piece. Thank you. Thank you, Allie K. And Holly. Thank you. No, I did not know that's what those referred to. I just thought maybe they stuck them in their ear. The tongue-piercing stink. The thing that attaches two pieces of Oriscos. The thing that, you guys, I'm going to say what Barb Owen says. This may surprise all of you. Well, probably not most of you who watch me long term. I had the biggest kick out of Barb Owen one day. Somebody asked her a question. She was busy arting. And she saw the question and she stopped everything. And she turned it from her desk to her face and she looked at the people and she said, "This may surprise you, but I don't know everything." I love it. I love it. And I'm saying that's the way it is with me. I don't know everything and I don't pretend to know everything. So there we go. These are the earplugs, what they are. All right. The thing that AMPHORISKOS is the word. And what it is a small jar that held perfume or toilet oil in pre-Roman times. It was a small jar. Let's see. The discs go in your earlobe. Okay, let's see. The ability of pro-risk daredevil. The thing that attaches two pieces of Oriscos. Attaches two pieces of ORISKOS. That's sure, of course. M for risks, O's. M for risks, O's. A large green dinosaur with a large transparent tusks. A large green dinosaur with large transparent tusks. The earplug thing was from earlier. Yeah. Allie K was saying the earplug thing. Yeah. I was doing this piece here was a part of that round earplug. They called them earplugs. So I associated it with earplugs that we use today to plug our ears. And what Allie K was telling me and Holly was that they're not used to close out sound. They're put in the lobe of the ear as a decorative element. They should call them ear decoration. This is an ear, by the way. You had a call. Okay. Something to do with an amphibian and art. Something to do with amphibian and art. Many small jars are amphora. Yes, they are. Amphora. And I think amphora, actually, there can be large jars like this too. Big, huge jars, great big ones that are used for like holding water and other things. And the smaller ones are used for perfumes and stuff. When you break your wrist, there is a gauze. And she's saying wrist, like WRISTS. When you break your wrists, there's a GOS. A type of amphibian. So the object is, if you're playing art trivia, we want to give them words that they think, oh my gosh, what is that? And they might say, oh, it's a type of amphibian. And then you might think that that's the right answer because you got AMPHOR. We've come up with some doozy answers. Electronic tube that makes sound on OTVs. Electronic tube sound on OTVs is when I paraphrase it. Isn't them jars that they use to keep your heart and organs in after mummification? Are you being serious? I don't know. These are used to hold perfume and toilet oils. That was the definition that I found. Betting on bullfrog jumping contests. Betting on bullfrog jumping contests. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next word. My pen always dries out on me if I can't get a better pen here. I use my pens up pretty fast. I was using that one to doodle with. That's a Sharpie. Let me grab a pen. Let me grab a pen. Oh. Get in here and grab one. Come on. Well, now I'm getting all the... All right, next word. All right, next word is ESC, that's an E, ESCUTCHEON. And it is a shield or emblem bearing a coat of arms. Shield or emblem bearing a coat of arms. A lot of these I get off of the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Here comes a train. I can't even pronounce it. Ishutian, Iskutchion, I think the Egyptians called them something else, not as much Greek influence when they were mummifying remains. Yeah. I guess they figure you might need them in the afterlife. Oh, Azure. All right, escargot for lunch. Escargot for lunch. Escargot for lunch. A telephone alcove. Those are some good ones. A horse trainer. I would think of horse trainer because of the, the equine or horses. A horse trainer. That would be a good one. That would make me think maybe it's a horse trainer. It's what you say when frantically hitting ESC on your keyboard. Oh dear. What you say when frantically hitting. Oh, that makes me giggle. ESC on your keyboard. That's a good one. A guillotine blade. I can't spell guillotine, but I know what it means. Something that itches and you can't even reach it. An itch you can't reach. Oh dear. A metal plate to do etching on. A kitchen utensil. Now see, I might pick a kitchen utensil. Excuse me in a foreign language. Oh dear. Allie K. Excuse me in a foreign language. Is that German or Swedish? We were trying to figure out that Bible the other day, and I did ask Linda McAllister, and she thought it might be German. Excuse me in a foreign language. Pronounce escutcheon. Escutcheon. Thank you, Susan. It also is that round metal piece behind the doorknob around the shower head for real. Well, the meaning I found was that, of course, now see, I went into the Metropolitan Museum of Art, but a shield or an emblem bearing a coat of arms. So it could probably be both. The doorknob one is probably taken from the shield, I would think. Automatic drawing. The stencil you use in wood carving. That's a good one. It's a shield. Yeah. Mina, an art term that describes tracing designs via rubbings. So art tracing via rubbings. I would think of that one too. That's a good one. A panty liner. Oh, Holly, you make me giggle, you guys. I like the escape on your keyboard one. A shield doesn't just protect people. Yeah. Look at all that scribble there. Let's see. It's a shield, a shield, a shield. All right, let's go to the next one. You guys gave me some good ones for that. This trivia game goes pretty fast. It goes pretty fast. I only use 3 words. The next one is Pelerine, pelerine, and it is a cape collar covering the shoulders. Like think of the pilgrims, like they had that square white collar type thing, and it's a cape collar that covers the shoulders. Pelerine. I'm not sure if it came over the shoulder there. It probably came that way. Cape collar covering the shoulders. It says from French, pelerine, pilgrim, is a cape collar covering the shoulders. Layered muslin pelerines were popular in the 1830s as an option to drape over the top of large sleeves that were fashionable at that period. So let's see what you guys say for close wrong answers. Lucia's laughing. A panty shield. A type of wine. A type of wine. I hope that that's what you mean for this. A baby falcon. That sounds like it might be a baby falcon. A species of penguin. You guys make me giggle. Penguin. A rind on cheese. Because then it makes you think of a rind on cheese. A darker shade of purple than octarine, which is pretty darn dark. A dark shade of purple. darker than octarine, Octarine, which might be a word in itself. Bottled water. Bottled water. I might go for that one too. A type of seabird. A bubbly wine. Got up here a bubbly wine. Holly. What did Holly say? Holly, what did you say? A pelican barf. Pelican barf. That's what I'm going to put down. Pelican barf. Holly. What did Azure say? A painting hat. I'm missing some of these. A painting hat. I might go for that one. A painting hat if I didn't know it. What did Azure say? A type of wine. A panty shield. That's a shield, a shield, a shield. Yeah, I missed Azure's. Did you? Oh. I don't know if I want to put that down, Azure. We'll put it down because Azure said it. You're in from a pelican. It's just waste. It's just waste. Why can't I spell pelican? Painting hat, a species of penguin. A species, did I get that? A species of penguin? I got a type of seabird. I got that up here, a species of penguin. A rind on cheese. Pelican barf, a darker shade of purple, bottled water, a type of seabird, holly, laughing, bubbly wine, a ballet step. A ballet step. That's a good one. A mix of breed of pelican and porcupine. I'm trying to figure out what that animal would look like. Probably something that Dee Dee would draw in one of her scrolls. A mixed breed of pelican. Is it pelican? Pelican and porcupine. An individual on a pilgrimage. Nancy, that's good. What did Nancy say? A ballet step. Yeah, ballet step. That was a good one. That's a good one. Janice says, you'd have to know Terry Pratchett sci-fi novels to know about Octarine. It's The Color of Magic. Oh, really? Color of... I've heard of Terry Pratchett before. I've never read his sci-fi novel, so... The Color of Magic. That interests me. The Color of Magic. The term used for pulling up pantyhose. Oh, dear. Guys would not identify with that. Sharon, that's more like peels from grapes for making wine. We'll go on to the next page. Grape peels for making wine. And I'm just kind of scribbling these on here. Pufferfish with wings, a mixed breed. Puff, pufferfish with wings, mixed breed. Why does everything sound like it could be cheese? Don't know, Asher. You must be hungry. I try to think that breed happened. That mixed breed would spear fish all kind of ways. Fibs must be in the wine box tonight. Yeah, these trivia games get a little wild, Lucia. This is mild to some of them. Love the Hogfather movie. Lucille, for real. Janice, did you ever read the Pratchett book where he had a scene of the Grim Squeaker? Some of those answers are cracking me up. Some of the answers, I'm going to say stop. We're done. Some of the answers in the other games just crack me up. This one over here, though, what you say when you frantically hit the escape on your keyboard. And a panty liner and excuse me in a foreign language. These are some good ones. Ability to hear someone's thoughts. The thing that attaches two pieces of Oriscos. Something to do with, I wrote that down, and something in art. Amphibians. I better write that down. Amphibians in art. Type of amphibian. Electronic tube sounds on an old TV. I like that one. This is for that Amphoriscos. Betting on a bullfrog jumping contest. You guys come up with some good answers. Beth said, Sharon, I used to call that the pantyhose dance back in the day. Never again. Oh, dear. You guys, you crack me up. Well, I did not make a list tonight. I did not make a list. I was busy cleaning up my room tonight. I want to go back in here and put some black around here. Now that my paint is dry. There we go. I'm pretty happy with these in the long run. For just a quick drawing session, it's fun to do. Don't have to be perfect with these at all. This one kind of got messed up, but All right. So I got a Fibbsville story for you tonight. But we usually do a list. Well, I'm telling the Fibbsville, we do a twist with a list, and I do have a twist with a list. I've got some lists here. And this goes with my Miss Mary Mysteries. So we'll just go, and I'm not going to do the list with my black pen. I'm going to do my list with this pen. It's just easier. The list tonight will be, it's really not associated with the story, but the list tonight is more associated with the Happy Mail that I got, where she said I could be the librarian in Fibbsville. So I want some Fibbsville, a list of Fibbsville. And while you guys are saying these, I'm going to be telling the story. And then I'll have to go back later and fill it in. I'll get some of them, but I'll have to go back. I'll never be able to keep up with you guys. But what would you want to be in the town of Fibbsville, occupation-wise? And you can be you can be a retired, but what was your former occupation if you're retired? Like, the librarian is already taken. You can be a librarian assistant if you want, or you can be the associate librarian. And my mind is not pulling her name out. I want to call it Denise, but it's not Darla. It's not Denise. I've got to go find out who it is. My mind is, I hate it when I can't remember. Diana. I think it's Diana who sent me that. Diana Warner. I think. I can't remember. Isn't that horrible? I can't remember 2 days ago. It's because so much stuff is happening in my life. Or I'm getting old. One or the other. Diana Warner. Yes, Diana Warner. Bernice the librarian. Well, Bernice has to get another job because Diana got hired the other day. I told her she could be the librarian. You want to be a picker and thrifter that sells. Oh, a picker. That's a good one. Picker, thrifter. Well, let me tell the story. Then I'll go back and pick up some of the, I'll have to do this after the, after chat, which will probably be tomorrow sometime because I'm going to do my marathon. But who said that? Aunt Beck. Aunt Beck wants to be the picker thrifter. All right, Aunt Beck, you got it. Oh, Suze wants to work at the museum. I guess we'll do this. What do you want to be, a docent, or what do you want to be? You want to work at the History Museum. Well, we'll just put History Museum. I'll come back if you have a specific job. A florist. Mina wants to be the florist. So we got to get a flower shop in there. Let's see, did I miss some? Janice wants to be the newspaper reporter. That's a good one. Janice wants to be the newspaper reporter. What are we going to call the newspaper? The Fibbsville Times? Newspaper reporter. Who else did I miss? Janet wants to be a photographer. Mina's the florist. Bernice the librarian. Diana Warner, yeah. Aunt Beck, Suze is working at the museum. Hair salon owner. Sharon wants to be the hair salon owner. See, I might be able to work some of these occupations into some future stories. Mina's the florist. Janice says, I can be nosy. Parker in everybody's business. Well, you give us the scoop. Janice, that's an NN, noisy neighbor. I'll take the rescue cat hospital. Beth wants to work at the rescue. What do you want to do there? You want to be a vet? Rescue cat hospital? Are you going to be a doctor or rescue work at cat hospital? That fits you perfectly, Beth, with all those kitty tags. Docent is okay. Is that what you do in real life? That's cool. They have to know their facts. I wouldn't make a good docent. Lucia says, I want to be the ice cream lady that drives the truck around. You'll be busy, Lucia. Lucia is the ice cream truck driver lady. Ice cream truck driver. Barbara's the gatekeeper. She's trained already. Barbara's a gatekeeper. Yeah, I suppose we have to have some gates in Phibbsville to keep the riffraff out, Barb. You might have a job. She's already trained. The Fitbit. Newspaper graphic designer layout. Okay, Miss Allie K is a newspaper. She works at the newspaper too, but she's the boy, we're going to have a snazzy newspaper. Graphic designer and layout. We might hire you to do a magazine, the Phibbsville magazine. You could be the editor or the layout editor. River City retracted her message. The Daily Fibber. I love it, Lucia. The newspaper in Phibbsville is the Daily Fibber. Oh, dear. Oh, the Daily Fibber. Oh, you just wait till I get to. I'm not even to my story tonight. I'm too busy laughing about these. Animal control officer, Nancy. You might have some stray cats to deal with, Nancy. Is an animal, but she keeps the dogs at bay. Animal control officer. Humane Society, Holly says. Holly, did I miss your other one, Holly? Holly says Humane Society. So Holly works at the Humane Society. I'm putting a question there because I'm not sure if that's what you mean. Works at Humane Society. I'll be the jailer, no work. Now you might. Remember, we've got a lead pencil criminal on sale. You might be biting off more than you can chew. You might be biting off more than you can chew. He's in tonight's story, our lead pencil criminal. But Susan's going to be the jailer. You work with Officer Orville. But you get keys. You get keys. Susan gets keys to the jail. They're old-fashioned keys because we don't need a new jail. That's it. Yes, Bob, Holly, you and me. Phibbsville Fibber. The Fibber, the Daily Fibber. I just love that. Yes, Azure. Bonus is trying to solve the mysteries. Holly will help me, Mary. Okay. Beth and Holly work together. They're co-workers. That might come into a story sometime. Let's see, who else do we have here? We're getting jobs. Miss Allie K would also sell advertising. So Allie K, you got to sell ads. Should probably give them away free. That's okay, Allie K. Our Daily Fibber has a high subscription rate. It's easy to sell ads. Let's see. Holly says, I've said mine twice and she missed me. What were you, Holly? I got you down at the Humane Society. Put in caps, Holly. Hang in there, Holly. Allie K, yes, I could work at the magazine on the side. Holly says, Beth and mine can be together. Oh, I finally got you as co-workers. Yeah, I got you here. It just took me a minute to get into it. River City, and Deborah at River City is our antique shop owner. So she runs the antique shop. And Susan says, I will shame him into repentance. I love it, Susan. Miss Allie K works with the newspaper writer. So she works with the, where's it, Miss Allie K? I got to put a note here, works with newspaper writer. Who was the journalist? Who was the journalist? I missed. Was there somebody who wanted to be a journalist? It'll be Janet and Allie K running that rag. Let's see. Oh, with newspaper reporter, journalist. Okay. All right. That'll be Janice as the journalist. So I'll cross this off. We got that. And Allie K. So Janice and Allie K work together. Let's see. Janice and Allie K. So they're co-workers at the Daily Fibber. Oh, dear. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with for articles and artwork with the Daily Fibber. Got to get in some ads there. Azure says, free pie, cake, or muffins with every cup of coffee at my cafe. So Azure runs a cafe. So she's a cafe owner with, she offers free pie, cake, or muffins with coffee with every cup of coffee. Wow, how about refills? You get more cake with a refill? High five, Holly, Beth says. Azure, I'm there. Get the pies ready. Janet would be all over town taking photos for profit for the newspaper. So Janet's a freelance photographer, but she sews for, so she kind of gets her photographs in there. She has to work with Allie K on that. Miss Allie K works with Janice. We can rescue all the kitties from those crazy hoarders. Hoarders? Kitties from, what are hoarders? Hoarders. From reporters? No, the reporter. Well, a reporter and journalist is about the same thing. No fake news going on here. We don't want any fake news, especially about the lead pencil criminal. What are the crazy hoarder, Beth? I missed that out. Azure says Thursday night is karaoke and live art auctions on Sundays. So karaoke on Thursday. She has a jumping cafe there and live auctions on Sunday. on Sunday. Holly says, I will work the concession stand at the theater or drive-in at night. Oh, Holly's taking on 2 jobs. Holly's going to work concession stands and at the theater or drive-in at night. Yeah, we have to have a drive-in theater. Sharon says, I may have styled the pencil bandit's hair. Oh, dear. Did you color it? Is he no longer gray? Sharon, did you color his hair? Did you give him a... He's going to disguise himself so that he can come pick up his pencils in person. Sharon, what color did you color his hair? We have to know so we can capture him. Susan Gerald says, I could do letters to the lovelorn column while I'm minding the jail. Oh, dear. So she writes letters to... or you edits it. You write a column. Let's see. Write a column to the lovelorn column. Lovelorn column. This is scribbly while minding the jail. Oh, dear. Holly says, I'm probably the crazy cat lady in town. So, Holly, well, you work at the Humane Society, so I'm not ready to call you a crazy cat lady. Eva says, I came in and started reading comments, and I was like, what? Eva, you going to have an occupation in Phibbsville? We've got some good ones. No bartenders. Well, as long as you serve non-alcoholic beverages, I suppose. Our bars probably are juice bars. Hi, Eva. Welcome. Dream big, Eva, Azure says. Holly, you can work the concession stand and I'll set up an adoption booth. Okay, Beth is going to run an adoption booth for cats. Runs an adoption booth for cats. Well, for animals, I guess. It doesn't have to be cats. Beth meant hoarders. Oh, let's see. What was the comment? I saw that and rescue the kitties from crazy hoarders. Okay, so she also rescues kitties from crazy hoarders. So they're hoarding cats. Crazy hoarders. Thank you, Janice. We need a journalist to keep me straight here. Let's see. Azure, dream big. Eva, jobs you want in Phibbsville. Holly, you can work the concession stand. Hoarders. Yeah, got it. Beth meant hoarders. Thank you, Allie Kay and Janice. Holly says, woohoo! Buttered popcorn and Diet Coke for me. Ladies who have tons of cats. That's okay, Beth, because I scribble anyway. I didn't understand it when I saw it. So many, let's see, they can't take care of them properly. Lucia says, I want to be a bingo caller. Azure, can this happen at your cafe or is there a senior center? Okay, so Lucia's going to be a gambler, run the casino. Only our casino is going to be bingo. Lucia is a bingo caller. She's looking for a place to play bingo. How about at Beth's place? Beth plays journaling by bingo. A bingo caller. Janice says, agony, Aunt. Lovelorn column in the Daily Fibber is excellent. Susan says, my stock answer, kick him to the curb. Colorful Life says, I am the mail lady that does not cram packages in the mailbox. What is, if you want to give us your real name, some people don't like to use a real name, but I'll put you as a Colorful Life, and you're the mail lady, and you love Happy Mail. You take good care of Happy Mail, I'll put. Takes good care of Happy Mail. All righty. I love that. Joe said that's not shorthand. I said, no, it's a Mary hand. Yeah, it's scribble hand, isn't it? Hi, Joe. Holly says, somebody needs to run the bakery and diner. So we got a bakery and diner job open. Bakery and diner job is open. Got a job opening in the one ads at the Daily Fibber. I love that, the Daily Fibber. Oh, dear. I know Janice. She's my favorite columnist. Okay, Lucia says you can play bingo. So there's a bingo night. Let's see. Karaoke's on Thursday and live auctions on Sunday. So there's a bingo night at the cafe. Eva's a detective at the local police department. Well, now you and Susan is the jailer, and we got Officer Orville. So Eva is a police detective. Oh, Eva, you got a job. We've got a lead pencil criminal loose. He's in tonight's story once I get to it. Oh. Branson's here. She said she's been lurking. She's enjoying the stream. Thank you, Norma. Eva's in a police. She works with Eva and Officer Orville and Susan are all over there at the police department. We have to keep law and order in Phibbsville, or you get put in jail by Susan. And Susan's got a wrench, too. I'm trying to get my phone to flip. Come on. There. Let's see. I missed some here. Colorful Life was... I saw Norma's message. Holly says, I need my fountain Coke and chocolate malt. Mina, local garden extension members meet in the back of the florist shop the first Saturday morning of each month. So let's see. Mina, you're right up here. So on the first Saturday morning, not in the afternoon, because that's when they have the art gathering at the TheMeriAtelier. So the first Saturday morning, the local garden extension members meet in the back room at the florist shop. Now, see, man, there could be some stories in there in the back room of the florist shop. That is a mystery writer's paradise. All right. Fries and cheeseburger. Holly, you're hungry. Detective Villa. All right. Detective Villa. DETECTIVE Villa. VILLA. Yes. Organizer. Aunt Becca's an organizer, a professional organizer too. She not only does she do a pick thrifter, she's a professional organizer in case you need some help with getting your craft or your studio in order. So we made you a professional organizer, Aunt Beck, because we know you don't do a sloppy job. When you do it like a pro. Azure says, I hope we don't need animal control in Phibbsville. Well, we've got a, what do we have here? We've got a humane society. They're probably not too busy. Janet could be the DA, the district attorney. Janet, somebody made you the DA. I think that stands for district attorney. Janet says, yay. Susan made you the DA. You just got appointed. Yes, me and Janet. So Janet works with Eva. Janet kind of works with the police department, but you know, she's more in the judicial part. So she kind of works with Officer Orville, and but she's really not. She's kind of separate too. She's more of has her separate law firm. I'm going to make me the mayor. The mayor. I have to be the mayor just because I need to run things here. I run the city. Whether you like it or not. If you have a firehouse, usually they have bingo. Okay, well, Lucia not Lucia, who's the bingo caller? Lucia is also a bingo caller, too. She's, not only does she do, she's an ice cream truck driver and a bingo caller. She's busy. But she can also work at she goes to the firehouse on occasion for bingo. Goes to firehouse. Because they're not that busy, so they play a lot of bingo at the firehouse. Mary for mayor. Oh, dear. Colorful life, Anne. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you, Anne. I'll get you mixed up with Anne Lar now. Oh, dear. Beth Schuler, new prizes, a free kitten. Beth is giving away free kittens. She gives away free kitties. If I'm going to have to be a mayor, it's going to be in Phibbsville with the Daily Fibber. I just love that for the newspaper. Azure, Phibbsville animals have tongues of potties. Potties, Anna says. And things can get pretty wild at those potties. Potty parties, potties. I started out going to the school for law enforcement. For real, Eva? Someone needs to work at the art store. Who's going to be? Okay, we have another job opening. We got a job opening at the bakery and diner, and we're going to call it the art. We're opening an art store that's actually sells supplies. Somebody needs to be the manager. There's a job opening here. But be careful. Be careful. We got a lead pencil criminal. Colorful Life says, I can work nights at the diner. Okay, who is running the diner? Oh, that's okay. Anne is going to work at nights at the diner. Are you going to waitress or are you going to be a cook or what? Anne works nights at diner. Some of you taking second jobs or you're doing art during the day at diner. Joyce says she'll babysit. She's retired. Okay, Joyce is our retiree babysitter. Because we're going to have babies and kids and school teachers. I mean, we haven't even touched the surface here. Eva's got her police uniform on, her detective uniform. Susan, Eva, do you want to be the jailer? I'm actually a medical lab technician and can work as a clinic nurse too. So Susan can also be, we'll figure that out, Susan, whether you want to be the jailer. If you're getting bored with all those writing your column, remember you're writing a lovelorn column. Is it daily or monthly or what? The lovelorn column. You're going to take on a medical lab tech job? Medical lab tech? You're going to be busy, Susan. And a clinical nurse? You better relax a little. You better give up one of those jobs. Singles night is Friday night with speed dating. Azure. Friday night speed dating at the cafe. When is bingo night at the cafe? I missed that. Kids or animals, Joyce says. I'm not sure what kids or animals refer to. Oh, babysit. Oh, she's going to babysit for kids or animals. So she'll also do some animal sitting. So you probably have a little bit of knowledge of Beth and Holly with their Humane Society. So you guys know each other at least. Lisa says, I had to go listen to Hannah. I obviously missed something important. Lisa, we're determining jobs, occupations in Fibbsville. Lucia named a newspaper the Daily Fibber. I love it. So far, we've got a librarian. Aunt Beck is a picker thrifter and a professional organizer. Suze is a docent at the local history museum. Nina's the florist. And on Saturday mornings, there's a local gardener meeting. Is it extension members meet in the back room at the florist shop? Janice is a newspaper reporter, journalist, and she works with Allie Kay, who also works at the newspaper as a graphic designer layout. I can't wait to see what they come up with in the Daily Fibber. Janice is a photographer, but Janice is also a DA district attorney. Sharon is a hair salon owner, and she might have worked with the lead pencil criminal. We're thinking that he might be getting a disguise so he can come pick up his pencils on 4th of July. Beth is working at the cat rescue hospital, but she also works at the Humane Society. And Holly works at the Humane Society, but Holly does a part-time job at the concession stand at the local theater or drive-in. Lucia drives an ice cream truck, but also she is a bingo caller. Barb is a gatekeeper. Nancy is the animal control officer. She works with Holly and Beth. Susan is a jailer and Ned Tech, and she writes a lovelorn column to the Daily Fibber because she's bored at the jail. Oh, wow. Azure runs the cafe, and she has speed dating on what night? Friday nights. There's a bingo night, but I haven't caught what night it is. Karaoke's on Thursday. And live auctions on Sunday. And she gives free pies and cakes and muffins with every cup of coffee. And Colorful Life. She's the mail lady. She takes good care of our happy mail. And also works at nights at the diner. Eva is our detective, Detective Villa. She works with Officer Orville and Susan. Janet is a DA. Mary's the mayor. Potties in Phibbsville. Potties. And Joyce is retired, and she does babysitting for kids or animals. And, oh, my goodness. Lisa said she'll be right back. He's got to go find out what jobs he's going to be. Tell her you want to work at the hospital. Azure says, I love this. You're hired. You can work at the diner, Anne. Oh, is Anne going to work at the diner too? Oh, yeah. Well, you run the cafe. There's a cafe and a diner. Are you calling those the same thing, Azure? The cafe and the diner, the same thing? Sharon says, gave Officer Orville a high and tight the other day. Military cuts. Oh, Sharon cut Officer Orville's hair. So she gave him a high and tight, a military cut. All right, Sharon. Sharon, do you do makeovers like who's that guy that does that Christopher guy who does all those makeovers? You guys ever watch that on YouTube? Aunt Beck says everybody in Phibbsville must grow catnip. I'm beginning to think so, Aunt Beck. That's probably why we got a stray little kitty in our shop. Lisa, start a new yarn shop, Beth says. Anne says, thank you, Azure. I always finish my mail run at 5 p.m. sharp. 5 p.m. she's done with mail delivery. That could be worked into a story. You guys are giving me lots of ideas here. Lisa says, okay, I think I'm really back this time. Sharon, you really lowered his ears. Azure says, great, because I'm getting up before the crack of dawn. I'm pretty dead by 5 p.m. Lisa, I want to run a weaving and spinning shop and the used bookstore. Okay, Lisa runs a weaving and spinning shop, and we're gonna put the weaving and spinning in the used bookstore. It'll be a combined business, and you'll probably sell some yarn in there too. I'll put sells yarns and fibers. Welcome back, Lisa. Holly says, Lisa. Oh, yeah, she got it. Let's see. We are picking out jobs. Mina says, Becky, Phibbsville included the must grow catnip law in the city statutes. I hate to say, I don't, I want to tell Aunt Beck I planted the hydrangea today. I named my hydrangea Becky. So, Anne says, I will be the town gossip. I will deliver everyone's mail during the day, and I work at night at the diner. I hear a lot of stuff. So do you want to write the gossip column in the newspaper? Are you going to work with Janice? Where's Anne? Where did I put her? Well, we could get some good trivia from you, Anne. We'll put art trivia expert. Mayor Mary. Oh, dear me. I'm the last person to run for mayor, but somebody's got to run this town. Hi, Carly. Welcome. Suzanne says, is anyone the postmistress? I like to work at the post office. Well, we've got Anne delivering mail. So, Suzanne, if you want to work inside, you could work with Anne. Suzanne is a postmistress. Somebody has to work inside the post office. We'll let you work at the counter. Works at counter. You guys probably come up with some good news, good gossip. Works at counter. Hi, Carly. Hi, Carly. Hi, Carly. Everybody's saying, Suzanne good in need of help at the post office, Ann says. Can I be, Josie wants to be Deputy Barney. Well, you could be we got an Officer Orville, so we can have a deputy, let's see, who is that? Josie. Is it Josie or EY? Card chick. She's a deputy. We got to have a lot of people in that police department. That's why we have such good law and order in Tibbsville. Deputy Barney, like Barney Fife. You sure can be. All jobs are open. Oh, Norma wants a kitty. Beth is giving away kitties, Branson. You talk to Beth. Norma wants a kitty. Azure says, make sure gossip gets to Janice. I'll publish it in the paper. Eva says, yes. Josie, Josie. Yeah, I had it right the first time. Okay. Well, Josie's going to be Deputy Barney. Aunt Beck says, Eva, I have an associate degree in public service criminal justice. So, Aunt Beck, who's a picker, thrifter, and a professional organizer, also kind of works with Janet on criminal justice. Where did I miss that? Associate degree in public service criminal justice. She works with Janet. Maybe she does freelance work with the DA. When that lead pencil criminal, he's going to get caught one of these days. You guys are going to be busy. What did Allie say? Oh, that was the gossip in the... Let's see. Anne says, note to self to tell Janice the gossip. Becky says, no wonder I like you so well, Eva says. Suzanne, do you have any cat stamps? My son does too. Let's see. Janice says, well, at least we have some classified ads for the paper already. And all these shops need some ads. That's true. Humane Society needs a column of adoption photos. We're going to be busy. That's true. See, Janice is already getting the Daily Fibber ready for publication. Somebody's got to deliver it. Who's going to be the newspaper boy? Waitress, can you hear the gossip? Azure says, I art at the cafe. We do art anywhere in Phibbsville. Yes. Nancy says, I'll be the lead pencil salesman in my spare time. So you are going to work at the art store. Let's see, who said that? Nancy. Let's see. We had the art store had a job opening. So we're playing the art store with Nancy. Nancy, you're going to sell lead pencil. You're going to be a lead pencil, but you're going to work in the art store, so you might as well be the manager of the art store. Lead pencil sales lady. So you're also going to manage I made you manager of the art store, Nancy. You'll be, keep an eye out for that lead pencil criminal. Okay, Norma, we have kitties up for adoption to a good home. Janet says, my very first job when I was 16 was working at our local museum. I was the tour guide, taught crafts to children, and journalist for the local newspaper. They put my picture in the paper. Oh, well, look at that. That's interesting. That's something we could do too sometime. Not tonight, because we're busy tonight. But some night we could do a list of our first jobs. But not tonight. Bingo is Saturday night. Well, we're going to have bingo Saturday night at the firehouse. Where's my firehouse? It's in here someplace. Here, Saturday night, because the cafe already has bingo on. No, we don't have Saturday taken, do we? Let's see. Thursday is karaoke. Sunday is a live auction. Friday is the speed dating. I guess we're going to do bingo Saturday night at Azure's place. Boy, you're going to have a hopping cafe, Azure. You better get those cakes and pies ready. Bingo night is 2 days a week at a.m. for the early birds on Wednesday, and then on Saturday afternoon. Okay, Saturday afternoon, Beth. Beth does journaling by bingo in her Saturday night streams for real. It's really fun to do that. So on AM is Wednesday AM bingo. And Saturday afternoon bingo at the cafe. Eva loves museums. Okay, Blue, we can do bingo Wednesday AM too. I have my hands full at this cafe. You do. Thank you, Beth. Thank you for taking care of our trolls. What did Joyce say? I missed some of this stuff as I'm going down. What did Joyce say? That as I missed Joyce's comment. Oh, bingo Saturday night. Yeah. Thank you, Janet. Janet and Beth. Thank you for taking care of our troll. We are making up a story picking jobs that we will have. Yes, cafe or diner, don't matter the name. Well, okay, but there's also a bakery in there, so I guess this would be here. So that there's no longer a job open in there. Azure's taking over the bakery. The cafe, bakery, and diner. Hubby wants to be the wildlife management. Holly's hubby. Holly's hubby is wildlife management. Oh, we have to have some of those wildlife management, like raccoons and coyotes and snakes. He keeps them at bay. Holly's hubby. He's sure welcome. We got to have hubbies. Thank you, Beth. Mina says, Mary, in real life, I am now, what is a SACRASTAN in my church? Could do the same in Fibbsville. My other job, that way, the church chapel always has beautiful flowers. What is a SAC? Let's see, Mina. Is that I don't know what that is. SACRISTAN at church. That way the chapel church could have beautiful flowers. Okay, I'll go for that. It's a new word for me too, Holly. I can totally help the police look for suspicious packages. Okay, where's Anne? Let's see. Anne is here. She checks for well, you might come in handy, Anne, in tonight's story. Once I get to it, checks suspicious packages. I might have to revise tonight's story to include Anne because she's got suspicious packages. The art store could be connected to the hair salon and I could manage it. Oh, are you a Sharon one? Okay. So Nancy is the lead pencil sales lady and Sharon's volunteering to be, let's see, Sharon. She is connecting. She's going to put the art store with the beauty salon. And she's going to manage both. So Sharon took over the job as the manager of the art store. Sorry, Nancy. Sharon took your job from you. You wanted to sell pencils anyway. Let's see. With beauty salon. That sounds good. come in for a makeover and walk out with a painting. If it's the Daily Fibber, you can just make up gossip. Oh dear, you can just make up. That's called fake news. Oh, I'm going to put fake news. Now we got to be good with this fake news thing. We don't want to get anybody in trouble. That's funny. Let's see. Let's see. I missed something here. Oh, I went down to the bottom. Carly says, can I work at the diner? Carly, you'll have to talk to Azure, but I think Azure's going to be plenty busy. So Azure, you're hiring Carly to work at the diner. And also Ann works nights at the diner. So Azure has Carly and Ann working at the diner because she's busy. She's busy with all those pies, cakes, and muffins with every cup of coffee. Saturday morning, it's 70% coupon day. Oh, 70% coupon day on Saturday morning. All right. You might get the lead pencil criminal in that art store, though, with that. Beth says, oh, yes, I have twins, black and white tuxedo kittens. Are you talking for real, Beth? Azure says she needs a cook to help her. We can make pies and muffins. Those people are eaters, too. I agree, Ann, and I give Allie free rides so she can get all the latest stories. Now, wait a minute. Azure, did we get a limo driver in here? Oh, Branson, Norma Branson is taxi driver, only she drives limos. I'm going to put your taxi as a taxi limo, because we mostly have limos in Phibbsville. Thanks, Beth, and I'll take my free kitten with me in the taxi. And Carly's been hired at the diner. I'll give Allie free rides so she can get all the latest stories. Free rides to Allie. Because Allie K has to get stories. You're the rich one in town with the big house, huh? Joe wants to be the fix-it man. All right, we got Holly's hubby as the wildlife manager and Beth's Joe as the fix-it man. So he's the fix-it man. We might be hiring him sometime to work at the TheMeriAtelier because, we got an upstairs that's been all locked off and we're awful curious. So we might do a little remodeling up there. And we'll probably want to put in some plumbing and because we want some studio time. So let's see. Eva's going to be back. Her daughter's calling. Azure says, no, I'm giving stuff away in my poor little, I live in a fancy little gypsy wagon down the road a piece. Oh, dear. Branson says, cute, Beth. I'll take a tuxedo kittens and they ride up in front of the taxi cab with me. Oh, yeah. Tuxedo kittens in the limo. Yes, ma'am. She's calling her limo a taxi cab. Do we have an airport? Not yet, but do you want an airport? Are we going to have some pilots here? Well, put airport openings. Airport openings. People going to fly in to relax. Phibbsville is the little town in a big park. People come to Phibbsville not so much to shop and not so much for the tourist attraction. They come to relax. That's the attraction in Phibbsville. You come to just get away and relax. There are tall tales in Phibbsville, though, I have to warn you. We have some fake news and gossip going around. I have to go. Bye, Lisa. Thanks for popping in. Azure, I love it. We'll live close by in my new tiny house, Sand says. And Janet says, good night. What time is it getting to be? 10:41. We're okay. All right. Make the fake news good news. Yes, fake news is good news. There's no bad news in Phibbsville. And in fact, my last population of Phibbsville was recorded here. Let me move my pop can. The last time I recorded the population in Phibbsville, it was, I have to move this black sheet, on 5/31, and we had 1,508 people in Phibbsville. Tonight, this is 6/21, so it's almost been a month. Tonight, the population is, let me go to my channel. Yeah, I'm not getting there. Here. It is no, that was 75. 7508 on 5/14 on of 19. On 6/21, it is 7568. So 75, what was it? 08. We have gained 50 people, 60 people, 60 new people in Phibbsville since last month. We have people come and go, though. Mary's not going to be the mathematician. I'm the screwy mayor that sometimes gets my facts wrong. And they write into editorials into the journalist, into the editor of the Daily Fibber. All right, airport openings are happening in Phibbsville. Oops. I just about reported my own video. Oh dear, what did I leave off here at the airport? I dropped somebody off at the airport. Let's see. Hi, Grandma Sandy. Welcome. All right. Make all the fake news good news. The art store always has 40% coupon on Saturdays. It's 70%. Well, you better talk to Sharon about that. 40% on 40% standard and 70% on Saturdays. All right. You and Sharon work that out. Sharon's managing the art store. Fake news in the fake newspaper. How appropriate. In the Fibber, the Daily Fibber newspaper. Janice says, I'll volunteer my husband at the guy at Public Works that gets all the work done. He runs all the heavy equipment and a crew of 2 or 3 laborers. All right. So Janice's husband, we're putting the husbands to work here too. Janice's husband works in Public Works. We'll make him the head guy, Public Works manager. He runs all the heavy equipment. And has a crew of 2 or 3 laborers. Okay. My Norton's doing a background check while my computer's idle, so to speak. That's what it says. It doesn't know it's working on my... It doesn't know that I'm doing a stream. Let's see. Azure says, taxi in style in Phibbsville. Grandma Sandy says, hi, Sandy. Hi, Grandma Sandy. Welcome. She says, I love your live stream. You look like you're having so much fun. I can't keep up with these ladies, Sandy. I'll tell you. We've got all these jobs going on here, and we're probably not done yet. I just opened up an airport here. Instead of a police sniffing dog for my packages, I would like a police sniffing cat. Oh, you better talk to Beth, Ann. We want a police sniffing cat. Oh dear, police sniffing cat. Oh dear. Ann is the mail person. She delivers mail. Beth says, Mary, Norma is adopting 2 cats. Yes, for real, in Phibbsville. Okay. They're tuxedo cats, and they're going to ride in the limo taxi. Oh, we need a garbage pickup trucks and maybe landscapers. Okay, we got to have garbage pickup. Now, I have to say something about garbage pickup. I was watching, what was it? Seattle? Was it Seattle? No, it was Oregon. It was in Oregon. I think it was Portland, Oregon, where people, it was that show, What Would You Do, where they set people up, and I think it's Portland. It could be Seattle, but they have trash cans, a lot of trash cans for people to throw their trash away, throw their, if they're out shopping or whatever, or at the park. And the What Would You Do segment was about, they had a fake actor going in there and throwing trash all around and not throwing it in the trash can. And the citizens would come and pick up the trash and throw it in the trash. So garbage pickup, you guys are going to have to contribute to that. We'll probably run a garbage pickup, but yeah, you guys are going to keep your city clean. And landscapers, we're going to have some landscapers because we got a lot of parks in Phibbsville. Phibbsville is a small town in a big park. So we got trees and flowers and in a big park. We got plenty of jobs for landscapers and outdoor workers and all of that, because we got a lot of trees and parks. Becky and Mary won't have to mow anymore. Oh, we got to mow. It rained. It stormed last night. Our grass needs to be mowed so bad. Kyle can be the power guy. Okay, we got to put another hubby at work. This is the hubby jobs here. Kyle, Kyle, that's Lucia's husband. And he's going to be the power guy. You mean like work on the electrical power, electric lineman type guy? Is that what you mean when you say power guy? Don't trash just magically disappear. No, Azure, you have to dump your trash. You got great big old trash cans outside of your cafe, the big old dumpsters. No, it doesn't magically disappear, not even in Phibbsville. The power may go out. It might, Lucia. We need a power man. An electric. I think it must be in linemen. He can fix our internet too, Lucia. Janet, wouldn't that be nice, Azure? We put our trash to the curb and it magically disappears overnight. That would be nice, but it isn't going to happen. The local Boy Scouts cuts grass for pizza. Okay. So we're going to have a local Boy Scout. We're going to have Boy Scout leaders. We have a local Boy Scouts, so we need a leader. But they cut grass for pizza. That's good, because they'll have plenty of jobs. We better have somebody baking all that pizza dough. Azure, the trash goes with all them missing left socks to avoid somewhere. The sock monster takes care of it all. Oh, Azure. Sounds like we need a real estate agent. Yes, we do. There's some job openings here. Real estate agent. Real estate agent. You know, we got bed and breakfast in Phibbsville too. It's kind of off north of the courthouse. We got a whole neighborhood of bed and breakfasts places because people come to Phibbsville to relax. Norma has left her 2 new kittens with me, Joyce says, to go pick Mary up at the airport. Oh, dear. Where did I just come from? Nebraska? Into Phibbsville? I'm taking the plane in? Or am I flying in on helicopter? That's good when Azure and Janet disappearing trash because it's possible in Phibbsville. Let's see, we need to put an ad in the Fibber. All those markers on sale next week, Sharon says. Markers on sale. Okay, you need to talk to the journalist. I guess the journalist is also Janet. I mean, the editor. And Miss Allie Kay, too. She does graphic design. And the salesperson. Somebody else works at the paper. Who did I have? Newspaper. Who did I have? Oh, Janice was a newspaper reporter. I thought I had somebody else working with her. Oh, Holly. No, that was Susan. She writes the column for the Lovelorn column. I thought I had somebody else. Allie Kay and Janice. Janice. I-C-E, Janice. Ah! Whew! I'm getting tired with all this work. Guess we need an all-around town column. Janice says, who moved in? Who's visiting from out of town? Obituaries, birth announcements. I guess it's about 8 pages and growing. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And there are club meetings. There's gatherings on Saturday afternoon at the.meri.atelier. And then Azure has all those going on at the cafe. And there's the firehouse bingo night. And what else do we have? There's the movie house, so we got to have the movies. And there's one ads. We've got airport openings. We've got garbage pickup, because no matter what you think, the garbage does not magically disappear in Phibbsville. I got so much scrap paper, it doesn't magically disappear. You have to save it and do a junk journal, totally junk journal. Okay, Janice. Obituaries, birth announcements. Right now, all I can do is keep track of the population. We're at, what did I say, 7,568 population growth. But that goes up and down. It might be 7,568 today and 7,500 tomorrow. Francis says, take care of those fur babies, Joyce. Janice says her hubby's name is Joe too. Okay, so Janice's hubby is the Joe, and he's the public worker. He manages all the public works. Joe. We've got 2 Joes. Best Joe is a fix-it man. Lucia's Kyle is the electric service. I call him a line man. He's probably more than a line man. He's the power man. That's Joe does, Holly's hubby does wildlife management. That's Joe is a fix-it man. Woo! Putting your husbands to work. Mary, appointment with the FBI to track the pencil. I had an appointment with the FBI. Mary Mayer had an appointment with well, that could be working tonight's story too. I got to get to tonight's story. You guys are going to love it. Appointment with FBI to track. That's to set up entrap the lead pencil criminal for the 4th of July. We're selling pencils. Yeah, we're busy in Phibbsville, Sandy. We're busy ladies. There's no slacking off, but we do relax here. With all this work, you wouldn't think we relax in Phibbsville, but we do. Hubby Mike, Holly says, could also do a youth conservation corps camp. All right. Holly's husband is also going to be a youth conservation corps camp. Okay. Let's see. This goes to Holly's husband. Holly's husband's name is Mike, and he's going to be wildlife management and youth corps camp. All right, that sounds good, Holly. I see a picture of those tuxedo kitties. Maybe everything is free. Then I'm game for that. No rent, no bills, no money. It's all magic. No, Azure. No, Azure. That's what the Phibbsville, that's what the lead pencil criminal thinks too. We still have to, we don't want to get so far from reality. We don't want to get too far from reality. If everything was free, then we wouldn't have taxi cab drivers. We wouldn't have art stores. No, we got there's some free stuff going on. We have our 40% coupon off on free stuff. So I'd like for it to be free, but Mary says you can't. Mary Mayer says you have to have money in Phibbsville. But it isn't so. Phibbsville is not inflationary. It's affordable. You make enough money with all those pies and cakes that you're selling that you've hired 2 workers and you can afford it in Phibbsville. You can get out of that gypsy trailer and move into one of those big mansions. Good night, Suzanne. What did Mina say? Flash, Bandit News. He's taken a liking to riding around in the house on the Roomba. There's a Roomba. Let's see, the Roomba is like a vacuum control thing, and here's Bandit sitting on it, or maybe just riding on it here. Oh, dearie me. Newsflash. Bandit likes to ride the Roomba. I'm calling it ROMBA. I think it's RUMBA or something like that. But small newspapers, we do every job, sell ads and write columns. All right, good night, Suzanne. Thanks for dropping in. Mary, but scrap paper is not trash. That won't disappear. Yeah, but Azure, I have to keep some reality in this story. We spend money, or we wouldn't have thrift stores, and trash does not magically disappear. Those are Phibbsville fairy tales. That's fake news, Azure. That's fake news in the Daily Fibber, I hate to tell you. You can't believe the fake news in the Daily Fibber, Azure. Azure says, okay, it's okay, Mary. I'll spend my money. We need a bank. Who's going to be the banker? We're going to open a savings account for Azure. Oh, dear. All right. So these are job openings, and then I'm going to call it quits. We've got airport openings. We have garbage pickup. We've got a landscaper job open. We have a local Boy Scout leader, which might be good for Holly's husband. We're going to put him as a Boy Scout leader. I don't know if he'd like that, but we're giving it to him until he gives it up. So we're going to put Holly's husband. Somebody else may come and take over for him. We need some real estate agents, and we need a bank. Woo! That works. Okay. All right. So we're going to go into the story. If you guys think of anything else, you can put it in chat, but I probably won't be writing them down from this point on because I'm tired. I want to tell the story. Oh, geez. Maybe I should do something while I'm telling the story. It's Saturday afternoon at the TheMeriAtelier, and we're getting together, but we're really kind of tired. It's been a long week. We've all been working our jobs. That's how we're going to work in that twist on the list. We've all been working hard. We have to get our paycheck so we can go shopping. And anyway, so we're just sitting around and we're just kind of relaxing, working on our art. And Becky says, Mary, tell us a story. Miss Mary, tell us a story. We want to hear a story. You tell good stories on Friday nights. So I have been writing a story, and I'm hoping you guys are going to like this. I'm going to read it to you, and it's kind of a story in a story. The story is all about Fibbsville, but the story that I'm going to tell you is Miss Mary telling a story to everybody else who's just kind of slacking around doing their art. I have to get to my story here. Where did I put it? I put it in here as art game stories. I'm in because I started writing this story a couple months ago for real, and I wasn't going to tell it on Friday nights, but I think I can work it in. But while I'm telling the story, well, we'll just I'm calling it The Case of the Forgotten Leather Jacket is what I'm calling it. So just think of a book. A book like that. And on here is a leather jacket. Well, a leather jacket. However, those men wear their leather jackets. And this is the case of the forgotten leather jacket. And the main character in this story, I tried to pick somebody who at this point is not coming to a chat, a name that we don't associate with anybody in chat. And her name is Destiny. And so it starts out, I'm going to read it to you. This is Miss Mary. She's reading the story to the Fibbsville gatherers on a Saturday afternoon while they're working on their art. So it starts out, Destiny could not stand it any longer. It was just too beautiful of a weekend for her to spend it indoors at home. Now, remember, I wrote this probably in March when it was still snowing here for real. She skipped her annual car checkup this year, but she was sure she would have no trouble if she would just take a quick weekend day trip. After all, she was not going to go that far. She needed fresh air and a change of scenery. What could go wrong? So early Saturday morning, Destiny slipped on her weekend comfortable driving outfit, grabbed her weekend bag, and headed out of town, stopping only for her morning coffee. It was a beautiful weather for a day trip. This time, Destiny decided to drive only on country highways. Oh, the delightful scenery. She reveled in vistas of barns and animals, the big blue sky, fluffy white clouds, and farmyards in the distance. Miles and miles of colorful peace and quiet. Now, when I was writing this, I was looking at a picture in the Pixabay. And I'd seen a picture of a farmhouse and kind of, all the trees and the cows. And that kind of worked in with my story. I was looking at that picture. She turned right and drove for several miles. Then she turned left and drove for several more miles, meandering her way through the countryside. By mid-afternoon, Destiny realized that she had probably crossed the state line. She better stop and check her road map and figure out how to find her way back home, or at least to the nearest town. Just ahead was a driveway into a little farm field where she could safely pull over. She shut off the engine, pulled out her road atlas, and began tracing her route. But Destiny had turned right and left so many times the atlas was useless. While being a seasoned day tripper, day tripper meaning taking day trips, Destiny knew if she drove in one direction for long enough, it was likely that she would hit a main highway. Then she would have a better reference point. When she turned the key to start her car again, nothing happened. She glanced at the gauges. There was a half tank of gas. The battery indicator was in the safe zone. No engine light was on. It couldn't be flooded yet. She got out and raised the front hood, but car engines were nothing but a fine example of steampunk mechanical wonder. She would need to call roadside assistance. But where was she? Destiny sat thinking, trying to remember the last mile marker or street sign. She was startled by a tap on her window. Oh, did she lock her door? Oh, yes. She cracked the window down just barely an inch. Do you need help, ma'am? Car trouble? He seemed friendly, but could she trust him? All right, so I'm going to stop the story here. And in our story, I'm reading this story to the group of our friends gathering at the TheMeriAtelier in Phibbsville. And just about this point, our little bandit wanders in with a note attached to the collar. And we think Bandit might have slipped past Anne, our mail carrier. Somehow, Bandit got a note attached to his collar. Well, he runs up to Miss Meri, and Miss Meri takes the note and reads it and kind of, well. So everybody wants to know what that note says. And, of course, who do you think it's from but LPC, our lead pencil criminal? And he says something to the effect that he's noticed that we're still selling lead pencils. And he sent us, last week, he sent us $750 to buy the 150 pencils. And he's going, why are you still selling them? I bought them all. You shouldn't be selling anymore. I wanted to buy them all up. He says, what you're devaluing them. I paid you $750 for 150 so that they would have value. Now you're just selling more. So Miss Meri stops and thinks a bit, well, what am I going to do? How am I going to tell that LPC, we're calling him, the lead pencil criminal, LPC, lead pencil criminal. How are we going to tell him what Mary's going to do next? So she gets out a piece of paper and she writes something down and she attaches it to Bandit's collar and says, okay, Bandit, wherever you got this note, you take the reply back. And so what does Bandit do? He walks over to his little bed with his pillow and lays down, goes to sleep. All right, well then, we're not going to be able to trace Bandit's not going to give up the idea of where the lead pencil criminal is, or we're just not sure where he got a hold of that note. That's part of the mystery. So, everybody wants to know what Meri wrote back. So, I'm not going to tell you right now. I wrote something back. I wrote a reply back in my story. Miss Meri wrote a reply back to the lead pencil criminal. So Bandit goes and lays down in his little kitty box, his little kitty nap bed. And so they go, well, Meri, continue with her story. So where did we leave off? We left off with Destiny. She was in her car. She couldn't get her car started. She was trying to remember where the last mile marker was when she was startled by a tap on her window. Did she lock her door? Yes. She cracked the window down just barely an inch. Do you need help, ma'am? Car trouble? He seemed friendly, but could she trust him? Well, I just stopped to check my map, and I turned off the engine, and now it won't start. I was just getting ready to call roadside assistance. You're in luck, lady. I just happened to be a mechanic on vacation, taking in the views myself on my cycle. He's driving a motorcycle. Getting away from all that big city noise. Sure is a pretty day. If you like, I will see what I can do. Well, she nodded her head, and she listened as he poked and rattled the wires and turned the switch off and on at his direction. I found it. You don't happen to have a toolbox, do you? I don't carry much on these cycle trips. Well, there's a toolbox in the trunk. She hoped he wouldn't laugh. She popped the trunk and watched as he took off his leather jacket and set it down and reached for her pink toolbox. A pink toolbox. That was what she was carrying in her trunk in her car. Well, he laughed. He closed the trunk and laughing. He laughed. She cringed a little with embarrassment. Mighty pretty tools. He tapped the wrench on her window. I'll bet they work some magic. As he tinkered with the engine, she sat in the car, looking around her for the first time. Well, just beyond the field, there was the prettiest yellow house. What a unique home with a stone fence. See, I was looking at that picture again when I was writing this story. It looks as if a family lived in it, too. I probably could have gotten help from the owner. She kept the door locked, still not sure about trusting this fellow. They were way out on a quiet country highway. So now we look up and Bandit's gone. Bandit disappeared. Oh, Bandit's gone. We didn't even notice him walk out. Well, he returns again. The little bandit comes back in, and what do you think? He's got another little note under his collar. And I don't know. Miss Mary is getting a little perturbed with the LPC, the lead pencil criminal, hijacking this scream to bring him to justice. He says on the note, he says, see that you do. And she's going, see that I do. Well, what was on there? And then that note, and the lead pencil criminal wrote back, see that you do. Now, remember, this lead pencil criminal used to be in our story. He used to be in the Army, and he was, I guess he must have fought in Vietnam, and he's got some PTSD, and we think that's why he flies off the cuff so easy. Well, Miss Mary just doesn't know. She's a little bit perturbed with this lead pencil criminal and just kind of hijacking. He's kind of trying to give Miss Mary some orders, and Miss Mary isn't taking that too well. Well, back to their story. You know, everybody's curious as to what's on that note, but Miss Mary isn't really telling it. She's not letting it out just now. So Miss Mary continues telling the story in the story. So here we are, the motorcycle guy who stopped to help her figure out what was wrong with her engine. And I think he asked for her toolbox, and it was pink. And he was laughing at her pink toolbox. She kept the door locked, still not sure about trusting this fellow. And they were way out on a quiet country highway. Try it now. She turned the key. Her car was alive again. Thank goodness. Loose battery cable is all. He closed the hood and walked up to her door, which was still locked, and she rolled the window down just an inch. What do I owe you? Nothing, lady, but if you don't open that window enough for me to hand you these magic tools, I'm strapping them to my cycle. She looked him in the eye. Could she trust him? He did fix her car. He stared right back at her, almost a dare. She stared. He stared. It seemed too long. Then he tucked her pink toolbox under his arm, and he stomped over to his motorcycle. Women, I just give up. He strapped the toolbox to the back of his cycle. He revved his engine. He drove up beside her car. Motor's still running. You better get moving, lady. Mighty pretty day. Mighty pretty tools. The cycle roared away, and she watched until he was out of sight. Gone. Oh, story break. It continues next week. The end for this week. So what are you guys saying? Well, this one is kind of written down, Beth. I read it from my notes here on my phone. You have Azure tools, Azure says. He got his jacket in the trunk. Uh-huh. Yep, Janice. Janice is our reporter. She's figured out the next part of the story. She's figured out. Janice is hot on her and Detective Eva are hot on the track of the missing leather jacket. That happens next week, Janice. Don't give it away. Shh. There's a part 2 to this story. I didn't want to bore you guys. It's not quite over with. I've got a part 2 to it. We're on the crime. Janice is on the crime beat. What time is it? 11:16. Is Janet still in here, or did she have to leave? It's getting pretty late. Jacket is going to make it into a purse next week. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Walmart does everything. You could buy checks at Walmart and save more money. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I have free checks, and I don't get charged for checks, but you do have to pay for printed checks when you run out. A lot of banks have free checking. You know what I do, Janet? I have an account at my bank where I don't even order checks. I just have, in real life, I just have certain monthly bills, and I send money orders, and they're free as long as I'm a customer of the bank, and I don't need a whole lot of checks. And I asked them, I said, how much to have a printed check? And they wanted to charge me $1 for a printed sheet of checks that only had 3 on it. And I'm going, well, how much for a money order? Oh, they're free. You get them free with your account. I'll take money orders. So I just have a few bills to pay every month. You know, my car insurance and stuff like that I have to pay every month. My storage bill, those type of things. And I just go to the bank and pay everything with money order in real life. She forgot to ask him for directions, Allie Kay says. You guys are going to have to wait for the next story. Is this guy a hunk? Well, he wears a leather jacket. That's about all we know. You guys are going to have to fill in your imagination what he looks like. All I saw was the leather jacket. All Destiny saw. The character's name in this story is Destiny. I didn't want to use anybody's name, including my own, so I called her Destiny. And I guess she's writing this down in her journal because I called it Destiny's Journal. Because I guess that's because she's going to put other stories in there later. It's good she didn't lower the window. She don't know. She wasn't sure she could trust him yet. You know, a guy on a motorcycle, I don't know. And it ends up with the group next Saturday, and there's a note sticking out of his pocket. Oh, dear. So, yeah, I wrote that story. While I was, 1 week, I don't know why, I didn't want my brother to go up to the VA he was up late. And I did not want him driving that 70 miles up to the VA by himself. And so I offered to ride with him. And while he was in his doctor appointment, I sat out in the car and wrote that story. That's where that story came from in real life. So it's getting late here. It's about 12:15 on Eastern time. Did he recently dyed hair shampoo? I don't know, Sharon. I don't know. We might have to check with you to see if you recognize him after we finish the story. So you're wondering if he's the lead pencil criminal? I really haven't tied him to the lead pencil criminal yet. This story was just kind of a story that I was telling in our story. I haven't tied the lead pencil criminal to him. He could be, though. I don't know. We haven't got that far yet. You guys are giving me lots of ideas, and with that list of occupation, wow. So we think Bandit Bandit has an in with lead pencil criminal, though, because what happened in the story, in my story, in the Mary mystery story, is while I was telling the story, Bandit wandered in with a note tucked underneath of his collar. And I read it, and I got kind of huffy because the lead pencil criminal was getting mad because he sent $750 last week to buy up all the lead pencils, and he was thinking that he was going to get them all. He was going to grab on to all of them so they'd have more value. Well, what Miss Mary did was said, "Oh, we need 150 more pencils because somebody else is going to want pencils." So we kept advertising. Well, he saw the advertising, so he sent a note to Miss Mary underneath Bandit's collar, and he said, "You're devaluing my pencils. They're not going to be worth as much because you're making more." And so Miss Mary wrote another note in reply, and she tucked it back under Bandit's collar and told him to take it to the lead pencil criminal. Well, Bandit went and laid down in his little bed, his little kitty bed. And we didn't notice, but he wandered out later while we weren't watching. Bandit wandered out. And then in another story break while I was telling it, he wandered back in. He had the note tucked back under his collar. And when I opened it, it said, "See that you do." And I'm not telling you what the notes are saying yet. You have to wait till next week for that. This mystery has a part 2. No, he's local, off work and kidnapping the tools and leaving his jacket means he'll need to look for him. He wants to see her again, but for good or bad, huh? Janet says. Janet, our reporter, she's figuring it out. If he shows up on singles night, maybe he will meet his destiny. I love it, Asher. He's going to meet his destiny on singles night at Asher's Cafe. We're going to have to get a picture of Destiny. Maybe I'll do some fussy cutting and get a picture of Destiny. And we haven't figured out what he looks like. We don't know if he's a lead pencil criminal or if he's just a guy on a motorcycle. We haven't determined that. They're both kind of at large. He drove away with her pink toolbox. He said that they were magic tools. She didn't want to roll the window down. She wasn't sure that she could trust him yet, even though he tightened her battery cable. So the car started again, but she was afraid to roll the window down. She just couldn't trust him, and that made him kind of perturbed, so he strapped the tools to his motorcycle and drove off. So there we go. That's the end of the story for tonight. Some of the men in this town. Cinderfella. Cinderfella meets Destiny on Friday night. Single night. Oh, dear. I'm just jotting down some notes. You guys are crazy. I really do have azure colored tools. My sister gave them to me for Christmas last year. Blue tools, huh? That's cool, Azure. Well, I'm going to, I've been blabbering long enough with this. I'm going to take about a half an hour break. I'm going to close the stream down. Thank you all for coming and spending Friday night with me. Is that purple? It's blue. I think azure is a blue color. Holly says she has a metallic purple tape measure. I'm going to start my marathon around 12 or a little after 12. Good night, Lucia. Thank you for coming. Yeah, you made it fun, Lucia. Have fun driving that ice cream truck. You're making me hungry for ice cream. My brother bought some Butterbrickle. I might go snitch some. So I'm going to start my marathon at a little after 12 tonight. So I'm going to say goodnight to all of you. If you want to come back in, you're welcome, but I understand if you can't because you have to sleep. But I want to do some art. I want to work on my postcards. I want to work on my art tags that I'm doing. So I got a lot to do yet. So good night, everybody. Have a great weekend. And if you have some time, do some art. Good night.